Hello and welcome to My Xbox and Me, episode 582. Chris has got a face like a slapped ass. I am one of your hosts, MC Fixer, alongside Two Fresh Crash.
Why'd you have to say that's what my face is like, Fix?
Well, because the audio listeners won't understand why you just did like the maddest screw face. You looked like my mum does when she's pissed off. Like, why the hell are you looking at me?
I wasn't sure if the number got updated, so I wasn't sure if that was right, and I didn't want you to be wrong.
Because you know I've never been wrong before, Chris. You're right. You know what?
Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And of course, we have the man on the ones and twos, Mr. Paul Despawn. Hello, mate.
Hello. How we doing, boys?
I'm good, but I got a question. I want to know what card that is behind you and what rating it has. It looks like a. Let me.
Oh.
Is it a Beckett 9?
Let me tell you.
It doesn't look like ace grading. It doesn't look like ace grading. It doesn't look like PSA. So it's a black label. So I think it's Beckett.
So it is Beckett, and it's actually a Beckett. And let me tell you, it is a Beckett 10.
Oh, okay, that's pretty good. Yeah. Okay,
it is.
That's very good.
It is. I'll show you. For the video listeners, you can all see this. It is the Beckett 10. Happy Father's Day 2016 cards.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, calm down.
Do you know what?
I like that.
Fantastic moment for you. I'm glad. I'm happy for you. Great dad, Despawn. You're a great dad.
Would you like to know what my my special skills are?
Yes, please.
For 10 points, best dad ever.
Okay.
30, silent support, which is dad with dad's quiet care, steady hands, and love that never asks for praise, which is bullshit. I always want praise. And then, my weakness is water, apparently.
That does make sense because you don't stay hydrated because you're always working.
So I'm always working. I don't have a chance for a shower half the time. Yeah, my resistance is grass because I don't touch it. So you
don't touch it.
And there you go.
I assume Mrs. Despawn got you this.
Yeah, she did. She got it for Father's Day.
Nice.
That's great.
Yeah. See, look, I'm apprehensive on having a baby, but that's kind of cool. I have to say that's kind of cool.
You could just get the card without the kid. It's fine.
Yeah. No, I need the kid for to be a Father's Day. I can't be a father to no kid. Yeah, I mean, that's not how it works.
You're dad to this podcast. You fathered this podcast.
Do we start a dad podcast when I have a baby? Chris, you can't be on, obviously. Your right hand doesn't.
Oh no, that is horrible for me. I'll take my right hand and go to another podcast.
Do we start a dad podcast?
My dad and me.
My dad and me. Sounds good to me, man. Like, can we monetize that? Do you think we get sent nappies by that time? We might need them.
Trust me.
Nice.
As somebody who somebody goes through a pack a day. Yeah, you need them.
Okay, fair enough. I'll work on it. Huggies. Hit me up. But in case you didn't know, this is My Xbox and Me, our weekly Xbox podcast right here on youtube.com/official MXAM. Remember, we are on the road to 2,000 subs. We've been stuck at 177 for way too long. If you haven't subscribed, please consider going subscribing. I did see the number go up. I did also see the number go back down. So I'm just saying, if you're listening to the audio and you're not subscribed, you're a certified hater, and I will find your nan and kick her down the stairs. That's just what I will do. I'm just letting you know. But you can follow us on socials at MXM, at official MXM as well. Support us financially, patreon.com/MCFixer. It helps a great deal. Please do it. Topic of the show. GTA. Obviously, we are a few months away from GTA now. Probably the most anticipated game, I would say, of our generation. Maybe I think that's fair to say across the board. If you a fair consensus. Unfortunately, the game has leaked again. Not for the first time, but this might be the most significant leak we have seen in a video game ever. I would say, of this high profile. I think. Usually you hear, there's a new Assassin's Creed being made, and you don't see any footage. You might see a screenshot here, a screenshot there. You don't usually see a leak like this. Full spoiler warning right now for everybody that is listening. If you do not want to know a single thing about Grand Theft Auto 6, I wish I was with you. I wish I could go back in time and not know anything as well. You are not going to want to listen to this portion, so skip it. There will be time codes on the episode. Skip to where you need to get to. That is your spoiler warning. We're going to go through the features of what is... It's weird to say confirmed because we haven't seen the Netflix gameplay that comes out literally on Wednesday. A little bit of backstory and context before we get into that, I guess. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to say the leaker's name, and I don't want to promote them at all. I think that's a start here. This has definitely been done. It's been done off the back of pretending that they care about physical media, and how, you know, they're boycotting PlayStation and boycotting, you know, Grand Theft Auto because it doesn't have a physical disc. I don't believe that is the reasons in which why this is happening. This is happening because they were able to obtain which looks like a full version of the game running on PC, from what we're seeing right now. From what we can tell, it's a 2025 build of the game. It is way more polished than what we've seen previous. If you remember back in the day when this leaked back in 2023, maybe. My dates get a little bit muddled up. Obviously, we saw some very early footage that got leaked, which got us all very excited. This is way more than that. This we won't be talking about cutscenes or anything like that. I haven't seen any of the cutscenes. Any spoilers will not be here. This is strictly just features that we have seen and have been shown in these leaks. First of all, Crash, how you feeling about it? How does this, before we actually get into the nitty gritty, GTA 6, again, a game that I feel like you've got very mixed emotions about anyway. I don't think you're not me, where I'm like, give me the game now. But I think you'll play it and maybe enjoy it. So,
my opinions remain mixed in both directions. Certain stuff I think sounds cool, and if they pull off everything, all the systems that have been leaked, I think it'll be a very special game. I do have some worries, which we'll get into as we start going into these, but I think for a lot of people who like GTA, I think they're gonna have a lot to just enjoy. They'll play the fuck out of the systems and enjoy the systems as is, I think.
Despawn, chat to me.
Yeah, I'm like square in the middle. Like, I think everything that they've leaked looks good insofar as like the systems. I'm sad that it's leaked in the first place. And like you said right at the beginning, like, I have no qualms about saying that the person who leaked it is not doing this for benevolent reasons. They are doing it. Yeah, they're doing it because they're a dickhead, and they're doing it to push a cryptocurrency. Yeah, exactly. So screw them for doing it in the first place. Like, a lot of devs worked very hard on this, and it's a shame that it came out this way when, you know, the big reveal is literally days away. But saying that, what I'm seeing in this gives me hope that this is going to be a lot of fun to play, and it's going to be like one of the most in-depth GTAs we've had ever. And that, it feels like, before we get into the nitty-gritty of what they've got going on, I feel like this is giving me the right levels of like in-depth gameplay that like RP kind of touched on for me, that they're doing this in a more like just single-player AAA space. I'm very excited to like get into the weeds of it all and like play with it and see how in-depth it is. And if they manage, like Crash says, if they manage to like do it and nail it, I think it's going to be something very special.
Yeah, no, I fully agree with you. To start off, it looks like the 6-star wanted level is coming back to Grand Theft Auto. Obviously, for those who don't know what that is, obviously it's where you anger the cops to a level that is above 5 stars. It is the hardest difficulty.
Thanks, baby.
Yeah, exactly. Very cool. It's cool to see this come back. Obviously, it's like you said, some of these features we're going to go through show the level of detail in which they have gone into, which is absolutely remarkable. Mm-hmm. But yeah, the first thing here is obviously 6-star wanted level. Was either of you like into like just not doing missions, not doing stuff, and just getting those high stars and then running around for as long as possible? Fair enough, yeah.
Particularly, I think 3 and Vice City for
3.
sure. Yeah.
3 100%. With cheats on and everything. Oh, stupid. Yeah, absolutely crazy. The next one is police will recognize, like a recognition system. So they will recognize the car you were driving. They will recognize the clothes and your appearance. So, as you would in real life, if you were running away from the cops, you would go and cut your hair and you would change your clothes and you'd want to dump that car. All of those things will now be in the next Grand Theft Auto. This is crazy. Like, if they're actually able to pull off this feature, it is absolutely mental. I don't know. Again, I feel like I've spoken a lot about like next gen games, right? And like how like I don't think there's many games that have come out this generation that we've gone, oh, that's a next gen feature. Like that's something that couldn't have happened on previous gens. I'm not talking about pretty. I'm not talking about how the game runs. I'm talking about just a feature in which has been put into a game and has been flourished. If this is, again, I'm going off the premise of this is Rockstar, it's going to work. I don't want to say it's about everything. I'm just going off that premise of it's going to work, it's going to be perfect, it's going to be amazing. That is the idea I am going in with. If they are able to pull this off, that is a next-gen feature that no other open world game has done. We assume, right? If it's done well. Again, I don't want to keep saying if it's done well throughout this whole thing. Yeah. I'm just going to assume it is done to the Rockstar quality and it's going to be amazing.
I feel like we've gotten features semi like this where you do like in Assassin's Creed, but it's never done to detail. Where I agree with you. Like if it's done well, I will say I do have a little bit of worry of some of the systems that are here. If they're a little overtuned and overdone, they can become annoying systems.
Like a checklist to get out of the situation kind of thing, yeah.
I think if the cops identify you too often and you have to go and change clothes too often for like small infractions, because you have to remember you bump into a cop by accident and that sets up a whole thing, like stuff like that. And that is some of the jankiness you do get from GTA games at times, right? Where you do piss off cops randomly for stupid reasons. I think that's where this system could become annoying if they haven't sort of like fleshed out some of those interactions of the game. Because I think on its own, I think it's a really interesting system that adds RP into a game that doesn't break the immersion of the game. It's not like sort of like forced RP, like, oh, you got to go take a shit, find a gas station and pull in, which would be horrible. Yeah.
I can't wait to include the BAL system. Yeah.
On paper, I do like this.
Yeah, that's crazy. I fully agree with you. I don't think it will be. I feel like it is going to be like your high, like I'm sure there's a meter of some sort, which we've kind of seen already if you've seen the leagues, and you will literally be able to. Small crimes, you're not going to have to change clothes and things like that. It's just going to be a quick getaway, like petty crime, right? It's your bank jobs, you're a mass murderer out on the streets, you've robbed this, you've robbed that, you've done this, you've done that, consecutively hitting a bunch of stuff. Like, I think it's really cool. And I'm interested to see how the cops interact with recognize. Maybe I change my hair, but I don't change my clothes. Are they still going to go, hey, I recognize you. Like, what's that interaction going to look like? Because that could be crazy.
I was going to say the next couple of things in here, they all seem to be linked to the same thing, which is the fact that there's going to be a detection meter, which shows when police are close to spotting you. So I assume there is going to be that levels of like, maybe you only change your hair. It's like maybe like it drops down, and like if you stay near a cop for too long, they'll be like, wait a minute, that guy was wearing the same thing as the guy we're looking for. And he's in the same car. Maybe that detection maybe it's like you spend like a certain amount of time around a cop, the detection meter goes up, and it goes up slower depending on how much work you do in changing your appearance. So maybe that's how it's going to work. And it says in there, obviously, changing vehicles and clothes may also help evade cops as well. So I assume that's how they do it, of like whether it's on an on-screen thing or it's a background thing of like, it's just in the systems that the cops will recognize you slower, depending on how much work you get into hiding your appearance.
Yeah. Bro, it sounds so good. The role player in me is like...
It is So
nerding out because it's all built in now. If you're telling me, so Rockstar have built in these systems in which they don't need, Pixels or your Prodigies or all these other developers. They've seen what's gone on. They've seen where the audience has kind of gone with that and baked it into the game, which then you're still going to need like these servers and things like that for the rule sets and things like that, right? Like, but the fact that it's baked in there day one, mental.
It also, in not too weird of a way, but it does get people to want to play GTA on its own as well. Because like a problem you have with RP right now is people will watch RP, but they might not go play GTA because they're like, I don't want to play online. I want to have that like experience where now somebody could see that and be like, I do want to have that experience, and I can have not a one-to-one experience, but I can go on and I can rob a store and the cops will chase me and they will question and all that stuff. And you do get some of those elements to get people to hop on and play the game or buy the game for the first time. Somebody who hasn't, it makes it an easier transition for the consumer.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I fully agree. Next one is a playable basketball. There's a clip going around of you seeing Jason being able to actually play basketball, shooting at a hoop. Again, this might sound really silly and stupid, but like as somebody who always wanted to do, I don't know if you remember this back in the day, Crash or Despawn, but like I wanted to do a playthrough where as a character on GTA RP where I played as a footballer. So the storyline was going to be civilian footballer is like in the GTA world, and then I leave to go play football. And then what I would do is switch game and play FIFA. So I'd role play the FIFA match as like I'm going to play the match, and then I'd switch back to GTA roleplay to like go around and like, get a girlfriend, quote unquote, or hang out with buddies, get into gangster activities. The cops catch me, and that creates storylines like that. But you never in GTA 5, there are no like ball physics. Like there are, and even the ones they end up modded in are so janky and horrible that you just never wanted to do it. Seeing this got me super excited, like beyond a lot of other things that has been leaked. I was like, physics, ball physics, because that really pretty much opens up like, even from a modded perspective when it comes to PC, right? Like if they've got the physics there, they can then do a football. They then can do an American football. They can then do a, baseball. Doesn't matter. The opportunities are endless. So seeing this on a base level for me, I was like, this is really, really cool. To go along with this, the basketball can apparently increase your focus stat, which also confirms there should be a focus stat, which you can kind of see in some of the footage as well. How do you feel so far about this whole, MMO-esque GTA, stats and building the character up, and the next one on here will sort of bring them all in just because it will make more sense. Like an interactive gym equipment suggests possibly workout stats / progression. So like you've got that whole sort of thing of bringing that back, which I really love. I love that in-depth stuff.
I like when games do things like that. I like doing something and being rewarded for an XP, and I get better at that and related subjects. I'll talk about this a little bit later in a game that I've been playing. We'll talk about it later, but I like things like that. I like mechanics like that. I like you're not really getting rewarded, but you are getting rewarded at the same time. You play basketball, the focus level going up, your stamina going up, all that stuff makes other activities you want to do. It makes it so that you never really feel like you're wasting time in the game doing a side activity or just trying something out. Like you get rewarded for it. And I really do like those systems, especially in games that want you to be in that world for so long. Because sometimes you play games that are big and do have a lot of side activities, and it feels like at certain points it's like I'm doing this activity and I might really enjoy it, but it doesn't add anything to the rest of the activity. Or I'm trying it and I don't really like it and I get out of it and there's no reward to it. I think if you look at Crimson Desert kind of has that issue where you do a lot of side activity, but you don't get any reward, or the activity feels a little bit clunky, where here it's like, I play basketball and basketball's a little bit clunky for me, or I don't enjoy it or whatever. I got a little bit of XP from it, and I walked away. Or I go back when I have better stats and maybe that gameplay is better and maybe that mechanics experience is better. I think there's like a lot of avenues for that to be a very interesting mechanic in especially a game like GTA.
Yeah, it's it's basically the Skyrim-esque of it all, right? It's making it an RPG. Like in Skyrim, you do a lot of stealth stuff. Your stealth skill goes up. You do lockpicking. Your lockpicking skills goes up. Like I'd love to see that stuff more in GTA. I think it'd be really cool. Like Like I know they did like some basic stuff in GTA 5 with like if you run a lot, your stamina level goes up a little bit and things like that. Like if they're doing like lots of things around that again, I would love that. And it looks like they're going to go in more in depth in the fact that it's not just going to be like, oh yeah, you go run, your stat goes up. It's like maybe you could go at the gym. Maybe you do just go running around the block. Maybe you do a side mission where you chase down muggers. Who knows? Like you do these little things that build towards that. I think that's going to be really cool and interesting.
I do have a question for both of you guys. How would you feel if during certain missions you got other paths to complete the mission based off stats of like you have a high enough stat to be able to go this route with it where you couldn't go before? I don't know if they do something like that because I do think that it could possibly be divisive for some players of not having to do the hard version because they didn't go and train that stat enough.
I don't know, man. I'd like it like say you get like a strength stat and like you can bust down a door if your strength's high enough.
That's literally in my head. Or
maybe you could lockpick the door and stealth your way through and do it that way instead. You know, like different ways. I'd like that, honestly. I don't know. I don't know if Rockstar would do that. I feel like their missions are very linear in the way the scope of them all. I think it's very much like the side content is the stuff that you can play around in. There's missions and missions, like they have a start and an end point. Although I would love them to do that, and I think if they're going to do it, now would be the time to do that.
Would make GTA Online so much more interesting as well. Like imagine think about it from like a multiplayer perspective, right? Every character gets made and you're a blank canvas, and the whole time you're building up. So then like you do these side missions, and it is like back in the day it was like a Gerald drug dealer mission, right? You got to drop the drugs off or whatever, but you could actually sneak in and grab something else, and like that would unlock more. Yeah, I'd love
imagine
that.
Imagine heists where it's like you have a guy who is really good at lock picking and breaking into stuff, and then you have another guy who's really good with guns. And you could like balance out your team. Like we could all go in and be like, right, this week we're gonna do this heist. We're gonna have you fix on driving, which is seeing the way you drive, maybe not. And then we'll have Crash on lock picking, me on guns, whatever. You know, those kind of things. And like I'll spend a week focusing on that skill and just building up that skill for this mission. I think that'd be really cool.
That'd be so cool. Yeah.
This also, like, if it makes it into whatever they do next for GTA Online, it makes GTA Online like an MMO. Even though like you could have already made it as an MMO, this would legit be like you have the leveling. They've been doing the missions, which would be like the questing system and all that stuff. There wouldn't be a lot of stuff you could say that it's not an MMO. It would be a weird entrance into the category for sure when you're looking at like other MMOs, but there would be nothing stopping you from calling it an MMO at that point.
That's literally what GTA RP is. Like GTA RP is just a gigantic MMO. It is some of the most boring. Like the stuff you have to do to like unlock things are so boring. Like in roleplay, they never balance it right. You'd expect someone like Rockstar to actually get the balancing correct because they're not. They're going to want to gatekeep you to a certain level so you keep wanting to progress. Where in roleplay, you're not progressing to spend real money, are you? Like you've already spent the money to get on the server. So very, very interesting.
So here's the thing, like we've not talked about it since the news dropped like last year or the year before, but like GTA now owns the roleplay like server systems, right? They own like CFX. So like maybe online is that. Maybe online is like maybe you pay like an online subscription and you get access to official servers that are run by Rockstar.
Well, so to give you more info, so obviously they're in collaboration with NoPixel 5.0, which has just announced its trailer coming out in September, which makes no sense. On paper, it makes no goddamn sense, and it will come out in September. It has been so I'm not on it. I used to play on NoPixel. I haven't been invited to come and play. It is in beta version first. And they've only, I think it's 450 creators / RPers that have been invited to come and play on it. So to me, it's like, okay, this is definitely them figuring that part out with NoPixel before they go. I don't know what they've got in the works, obviously, for 6. But they've got plenty of time to, if the mechanics are all there, they've got plenty of time to figure it all out, which is really interesting.
Again, you assume the thing is like obviously get the console version out, work on the PC, and have that as part of that PC release down the line.
I would hope so. Who knows?
Who knows?
Who
It'll
knows?
Yeah.
I would hope so, but who knows? Next up, obviously, we kind of doubled on it. Stamina/energy systems affect melee combat. So, like we were saying, hitting the gym and running and punching, and maybe a boxing side mission where we've already actually kind of seen that in some of the screenshots, right? You had the bare knuckle, little arena sort of thing. You imagine doing that. Lucia, exactly. You imagine doing that is going to help your stamina/energy system.
Yeah, there's the bit with the guy working out in the open gym by the beach as well. So you'd imagine that'd be a thing you just walk up and start doing.
Yep. There's a thing. Yeah. So crazy. The one that obviously I am super excited about is this new vehicle storage loadouts for weapons or equipment that can seemingly be stored in cars. Again, this is something we've been doing in roleplay for obviously many years, but it just adds to that level of immersion like no other. So, like it really does.
Yeah, so do you think it's going to be a case of like rather than having unlocked all your weapons and then they're in a Hot Wheel, it's like you now have to like select the weapons you go out with into missions, and like there'll still be the Hot Wheel that you can select those weapons from when you're out.
Yeah,
but you'll have a limit to how many you can carry.
I don't know. I think that's the worrying part, right? Because there's a lot of people who are going to buy GTA because they want a rocket launcher and they want to blow up everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Like that is, and that's but you will. But I'm also terrified for those people of like, are we taking away what GTA is to them to give it to people like me, which is the role play? Like, I want it all to feel very realistic. I'm very interested on that system specifically, how that's balanced.
Because it's weird. Because I think progressing towards a bigger holster that lets you hold more weapons, I think, is a more interesting game mechanic. I don't know if it's an interesting game mechanic for most people who like Rockstar games. The thing, I agree with you on that. It is one of those things where it's like that's kind of a gamble of like, if that game connects with people, I think that's something they can overlook, and I think that's something that Rockstar could do. But I do think there is a bit of a gamble in doing that, unless they have accessibility settings in the beginning where it's like, I want to play with give me the full loadout. I don't want to have to grind that out. Yeah. There will be people who like that who don't want to. There will be people who hate the fact that your running might be shit in the beginning and then you have to upgrade it. And because the system's and like you technically got that a little bit in GTA 5 where you did upgrade your running by running a lot. Because the system is so in depth now, or it's seemingly in depth, that system will be more in your face. That people have more of a reason to be like, oh, I actually dislike this because it's a part of everything now. So it'll be an interesting balance that they do have to strike, which is my biggest worry about like most of this stuff. If it's not done well, it can really push away a lot of people who would otherwise enjoy it.
Question on that.
Oh, it's Rockstar.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter.
Oh, it's Rockstar.
Doesn't matter.
Like,
you love the horses in Red Dead Redemption 2, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Wait.
No. Fix. You're not, because you're going to argue, but it's actually good. But you hated it. You hated it.
So I was going to say, do you think, like you mentioned there, like giving people options, do you think they do like maybe an arcade mode and a realism mode where they scale back a lot of that stuff for the people that just want to go in and do power fantasy shenanigans?
I can see that.
I imagine so.
A really cool way to bring this back, cheat codes. The old school cheat codes. And I did GTA 5 had cheat codes? Yeah. I don't think so. Did they?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah. I think so.
Never mind. But yeah, I think that would be a way you could do it, of like, here's cheat codes, and maybe you find cheat codes online or in the game or whatever. Like they could do it through cheat codes. They could do it. I think an accessibility system in the beginning of like, how do you want to play your game would probably be best.
I just realism mode, arcade mode. Which one do you want? Yeah. I want arcade mode. No problem. Here you go. Realism, here's everything. Go have fun. Yeah. I want realism. Perfect. I'm over here. Which again would be cool. We could see that in the Netflix stuff. Like that would be a very cool feature to announce instantaneously. Like
arcade mode only available on Netflix. You're right.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Arcade mode only available in the Ultimate Edition.
Jesus Christ. Anyway, a feature that I was correct about, which would be in the game, I knew it would. There is no way that it wouldn't be. Fuel/gas system appears on vehicles. So if you haven't seen any of the information, there is like a little fuel gauge. It's not as in your face as you may think. I don't think you're going to be getting up as much as you do currently in a roleplay server. which is a good thing, by the way, because again, the reason why you need to gas up in a roleplay server so much is because they want you to keep spending money in the economy, so you're on the server so much, so you can keep having a reason. Like, you don't want people to be overpowered with millionaires instantaneously, right?
Well, if they get you to spend money more often, they can sell you shark cards, which is only online.
True.
It doesn't apply to this. I just wanted to...
Sure, but I don't think that's not gonna.
Yeah, no.
What you think? What you think we're gonna get to? You think we're gonna get to a point where you're picking out cars that have bigger fuel tanks?
Yes, that is 100% going to be a part of this. You're gonna be able to like maybe upgrade a car that you have to have a better engine or whatever it is that uses less gas. I wouldn't be surprised if there's going to be electric vehicles in the game where it's like,
that's
you
100%.
go charge it. Maybe you get a special car that like as you're driving it'll charge itself, so you go and charge it less often, stuff like that. I think if they're going into the system, they're going to go all out with like what is
here's the thing, right?
Possible or could be possible now.
So it's not in any of the leaks and stuff, and like because all the guy that's shown that's driving around is just his terrible driving. But like, could you see them doing like a proper like garage system where like you could go to a garage or a mechanic and like get them to soup up your car and give it a bigger engine, give it a bigger fuel tank, make it a bit more economical with how it runs, those kind of things.
Potentially.
I think with it having like you having your storage and loadouts in the cars as well, like it's an easy avenue for them to do stuff like that.
Pay for
upgrade it for more storage, upgrade it for all this other stuff. I think that to me it makes sense, and maybe to them they're like, the gas stuff makes sense. Maybe upgrading it, and maybe they would want you to just buy new cars rather than upgrade the cars. I could see that being the avenue they push more as well.
Yeah, I mean, you say that, but GTA 5 did like an upgrade system, didn't it? Like not to the like this degree, but like you could could switch out wheels, you could paint jobs.
No,
I
would say look at Red Dead, right? And again, I would say a lot of what we're seeing in this league stuff is all very Red Dead like. Which people either love or they hate. You've got horses that you upgrade in Red Dead and stuff like that is there. So, Chris, how are you feeling about all this? Because again, you were very vocal about not wanting a gas system, but then you've seen, obviously, well, no, we shouldn't have seen it yet, but you've seen how RPG like MMO like. I don't want to keep saying RP because I think RP has like a negative connotation to people who don't understand what RP is as well. I think it can turn people away very quickly. Like it's more MMO-esque, really.
I think we talked about the gas system before. In my mind, it was always GTA 5 with a gas system sounds horrible. I think what they're creating here, and it is a whole system of you existing in this world and RPing in this world, I think is a lot more enticing. I do have some worries with fuel and gas that if you have to re-up it too often, it could break immersion. But I also think like if I am playing and I'm running away from cops and I go and I steal a car and then I get in it and it barely has any gas, it's like, okay, I just need this to get around. Like it can create a lot of really immersive and cool moments where it's like I'm more open to it now. I'm not fully sold on it until I play. But I am definitely a lot more open to the stuff that is supposedly in the game right now.
Does any of this get you excited for like playing roleplay?
Playing roleplay,
like generally, like when because inevitably this is going to happen. Like we're going to see official Rockstar servers that come out, whether it's no pixel or whatever. Do you think this could potentially, if it's good, if you play all of this and you're like, wow, this is actually really fun, I do want to jump on with me and Despawn and stuff like that and actually give this a go. Do you think it could or not really?
It would depend on the state of the servers for that, I think. Because I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be honest. Like, if I really want to role play that bad, I'd rather like get a few friends together and try and play fucking D&D or something like that. Like, if I really want to role play, like that aspect of it, right? That would really be the server situation on how that is and how that's run and how people are in it. Like, if maybe
we can make our own server,
not drama. Yeah, maybe. Yeah,
maybe over 30 server. You can play. You're not 30 yet, right? You 30?
Me? Yeah. I'm over.
I miss your birthday again?
Probably.
Yes.
Nah, I don't think I did. Did I?
I believe so, yeah.
Fucking hate you. Anyway, let's move on. I try. I just want everyone to have it on the record, yeah? Crash will notoriously do things so you just avoid talking about him.
That's not true.
Crash, when's your birthday?
Despawn.
When's my birthday? My birthday is on a day where I celebrate.
I knew we weren't going to answer that, so I didn't even bother asking.
Can you say the month at least? Can you give us that?
Yeah, it's after January at some point.
It's after January.
What was the next feature that was leaked?
Next one we have is possible morality/karma systems based on icons appearing after killing NPCs.
How do I feel about
this
this
is
one?
obviously this is in Red Dead. Obviously, this is in Red Dead. Yeah, very different for GTA.
Considering how
honest,
bad it is
like-
turning around some of them corners. Like, I've accidentally killed a few people I'm driving around.
I'm interested to see how it plays out how does it play out in the world? That's the thing that interests me the most. It's like, I don't mind if this is here and it's just it's a thing of like, oh, you did bad. Hey, you did good. You gave money to a poor person. Good. You killed an NPC by mistake. Bad. How does that positively or negatively or neutrally impact the actual world? That's what I'm interested in the most, to be honest with you.
I think it built like a reputation system in the streets.
This is what I'm saying. Like, are you going to be known as a cop killer if you go around killing cops all the time? Are you going to be known as like, oh, we saw you, save that puppy on the road? Like, what is that going to really impact me talking to and dealing with NPCs? That's what I want to know. And how deep is that going to go? Because I can't remember in Red Dead. Does it really? I don't remember when I played Red Dead. Like, a long time ago now. Does it really impact how it runs with NPCs? I don't think so. Does it?
No, I don't think so either. But I don't really remember Red Dead. A lot of like the finer details of Red Dead.
I like the idea of I always go back to this mission in The Witcher where like you have to go get the woman's saucepans or the frying pan or whatever it is. You have to go get it for her. Like, I like the idea of that in GTA of like, it's the little blue dot that's flashing on the map and you go walk to it and it's like, we were talking about like, oh, there's an alligator and you save the alligator from walking into a store and eating everybody. It's like, and then that's like a positive, and then like you keep going into that show. It's like, oh, hey, Jason, thanks again, man, for saving me. Like,
here's a
that's
discount.
cool.
Yeah.
Or here's a discount. Here's some free food. Here's some whatever. Here's a protein shake for your muscles. Like, whatever. But it has to mean something if it's there. Is what I'm trying to get at.
I could see the system just being for cop notoriety on how often or how fast or like how much they're looking for you after you commit a crime of like, oh, this person's been doing a lot of stuff and they just robbed a store. Your wanted level might not go up, but cops are going to notice you a lot faster afterwards. Which I think I'd be fine if it went as far as that. The thing with like it going into like more of the, I guess the side stuff in stores wouldn't really be any narrative thing. I don't think a system like this would really affect narrative just because of the way Rockstar tends to do stories and narratives and stuff like that. But who knows? They could be wanting to go a different direction with it.
My question would be like, is there a way to reverse it? So like, if you do a lot of negative stuff, can you like, I don't know, pay somebody off to like reset your morality, or can you like
social media app that like they put out? Jason's a great guy.
Yeah, well, we know there's a lot of social media in this game. Like from the first trailer, was very high on it, and like it's been talked about. There's a phone system in there, so you could see that like maybe being an option, or maybe it is just a case of like if you've done a lot of killing, maybe you have to go off and do a lot of happy, nice side missions to kind of like get your rep up.
If I go and rob a rich person and then give part of that money to the poor, does that even out the morality system of it?
Yeah. If I kill a rich guy and post about it on social media, do I? Where does that go? Where's the balance?
The next one we'll tap into here is the alligator related map/activity icon that appears on the map. Again, the map has been leaked, so go look at that if you want to. There's like a alligator sort of icon on the map with like a crown on it, which is kind of indicating to like, I would imagine it's like a legendary alligator that you got to go and capture, kill, I don't know, make as a pet. Who knows in this game? Well, that's what I would assume potentially. Again, this game knows no at this point everything's on the table, right?
Well,
like you could say hunting, you could say what literally
Legendary
anything in
mount.
this game.
Who
like,
knows?
That's what I was gonna say. It could
Ride an
like
alligator
GTA.
into battle.
Who knows, man? Who knows? Like, but or maybe you've got a customizable house and you can kill the alligator and then have it on show in the house, or who knows? Like, I don't know. But yeah, this icon's obviously there. Kresh, what's your hypothesis?
I think I really like the idea of being able to keep it as a pet, and you buy like a mansion or something like that. I just think that's
Mike Tyson type stuff
by the pool or whatever. Yeah, I really like that idea. But I think they could go anyway. I think hunting it is a possibility. I think keeping it as a pet is just a very GTA thing to do, of the Mike Tyson thing, and to like poke fun about like people who keep wild animals like that as pets. I want it to be that. I don't know if it will be that. I want it to be that.
I want it to be that as well, only because I want it to still be a video game.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing I will say about like GTA roleplay and stuff like that is like some people forget it's a video game. Like, don't get me wrong, I love my immersion, I love roleplay, and I love all of that stuff. But when I'm playing a single player game, especially GTA, I want it to feel like a video game as well. And like silly stuff like having an alligator, which has probably got some crazy special name, that's been killing 100 men out in some swamp, and I've gone there and captured it, and then it's in my back garden. To me, that is something that's actually funny and interesting. So yeah, I agree with you. I hope that is the case. Despawn, are you excited for alligators?
Yeah, mainly because it's the unknown of it. Like, I'm interested to see what that take is from Rockstar. Like, if it is just hunting, that's fine. Like, we've seen them do legendary hunting in Red Dead. And I think it fits well with the whole like island system of like Florida, of like the Florida Keys and stuff like that. Like, so it makes sense to have it as a hunting thing. But also, I would love to be a mission where you go off to some rich person's house and they've got an alligator in their backyard, and because they're super rich and could afford to have an alligator in their back garden.
Yeah. Next up, property/house icons appear on the map. Yeah, I don't really know. Again, it comes back to what I was saying earlier about customization, right? Of like owning a house, and I don't know how in depth that will be. I don't know what the purpose of it would be. I guess it makes more sense considering you're playing a couple, right? Where with GTA 5, it didn't make sense because it was 3 different individuals. So, and they had their hubs, and their stories made perfect sense to be in their separate areas. Yeah. Where with this, I guess you do have the opportunity of this couple that could move about, and maybe they have to move about. Maybe you get raided. Maybe sometimes my brain is now just like going too crazy. I will be honest with you, but it's GTA, so I'm going to allow it. Like, you got to keep moving. Maybe
I could see it being a housing system where it is like you start off in like this projects. And then, like, as you do more missions, you can then move up in the world, and like maybe you want to keep that house as project for storing certain stuff, and like, or maybe you want to go put it somewhere else. Maybe it's a thing like that where it's like, or maybe it's just like a safe house kind of system of like, get away from cops, you go to your safe house, you can hide, you can change, that kind of stuff.
True.
Talk about Cyberpunk for a second. Cyberpunk does have a system where you buy multiple different houses in it, and some of the houses have like special stuff you can do. Like one of the houses you can light a candle and it gives you like special bonuses, and another one you can drink coffee and stuff like that. So I could see them like, oh, you buy this house in this area and it'll have a treadmill or whatever inside, and you can do some sort of stuff like that on top of it, doubly working as a safe house to escape from the cops as well. I think that notoriety system creates something that you don't have necessarily in GTA 5, of like, you need places to be able to dip out and change clothes and hide, especially if you don't have your vehicle with you, where you would have, I would assume you can change clothes in your vehicle as well. I think that's part of like the change loadout thing or whatever. But yeah, I think there's more of a need for it. On top of it's like you're going into RP, and it's like, what's one of the biggest like more RP-esque things, or something people like to do in MMO, and that's own homes in those games. They like to the progression of like, I had this cheap home that was 100K, I went to the 300K, and now I have the $1 million home, and like I want to own all of those homes. I don't want to lose any of the homes. I want to keep like I think that is very much in tune with what they have as well, or seem to be doing with the rest of the game too.
the reason I finished Red Dead, not that I don't think it's an amazing game, because I do, and I think it is great, but the reason I was on that game so much is because I wanted to keep putting money in that camp. And the thing that upset me the most was it didn't really matter how much money I put in the camp, nothing really changed. Now, hopefully they've learned from that. And like you're saying, maybe the way they do it now is you're buying different properties, but it'd be cool if they have some sort of system where you have a shared allotment of money, which could be really, really cool. So yeah, man, I'm looking forward to it. The last one I'm going to talk about on here is strip clubs have returned, which is good. Well, it's going to be interesting. GTA 5 has like nude characters, which I'm like, okay, that's going to be very, very interesting to see how they deal with that. In this game again, people play it for this reason as well. I know it sounds sad and weird, but there are people that literally spent hours of their lives talking to NPC characters in strip clubs. You heard it in GTA Online at the start of that, like, hey baby, how are you? Like cringy shit that people forgot to turn their mics off. Like, so yeah, it's gonna. I mean, do you know what? To touch on that, I am interested to see if they have any mechanics like that. Like, GTA 5, you shouted down the mic, and that meant the character would give you the money quicker in the shops. I wonder what sort of mechanics they have for that in GTA 6.
So here's my question: is how are they going to handle strip clubs in so far as the relationship of the two characters? Are they going to be in an open relationship? Is Jason going to get caught out at the strip club by Lucia?
That'd be so funny. You're just in there vibing, chilling. She's like, comes in, like, what? She just beats up everybody, drags you out of the club. Like, yeah, could be mental. Could be absolutely. I'm going to say,
like, there's obviously the karma system that there's been talked about. Like, is there a karma system on your relationship? Like, if you keep doing things that ruin the relationship, do you get dumped at some point?
That's too narrative heavy for them to do it. I think they'll take the easy way out, and they'll be like in an open relationship, or they'll break up somewhere early in the. But they're for story reasons they have to work together. They'll do something like that. I don't think that they're gonna like. I don't think that they'll do it where it's like you can cheat with one of the characters or whatever. I don't think that'll be the route they go, but who knows?
Who knows, indeed. I don't think there's anything we've missed, or there might be stuff we missed. The stuff that's probably that I've not seen. Again, I haven't looked at every single thing out there. I've tried to just stick to like gameplay features. I've got a couple of questions for you guys before we move on from GTA. How do you feel about like this leak overall in terms of like, is this been brought on? Obviously, someone stealing stuff and leaking stuff is obviously never a good thing. I'm not advocating for that in any way, shape, or form, right? But like, do you think Rockstar have messed up a little bit here, where like we are ravaged for this content because they've waited so long to show us anything? Obviously, the Netflix deal, which from a business perspective, I totally understand. And we kind of sat here and was like, oh, this makes perfect sense from them not wanting things to leak. Oops. Yeah, like, what do you think?
Personally, I feel for the developers. I don't feel for Rockstar, if that makes sense. I care about the company as a whole.
Take-Two. You don't care about Take-Two. You care about the developers.
The developers who worked, and like, it's sad their work got seen, but I do think that like, I find it hard to. Take-Two is going to be making money, hand over fist money. They're going to be making so much money off this, regardless of the leaks and whatever. Like, it's hard to feel bad for them when it's like, you guys are going to add another zero or whatever, a couple more zeros to your profit after this releases. So it's hard to care for them. I do think it's a bit unfortunate. I think all leaks at the end of the day, because there are a lot of individual people, and especially with a game this size, it is a lot of individual people that unfortunately don't have their work shown in a way that shows it in the best light. And I think that's the unfortunate part with it.
Yeah, I think
for people who don't know, by the way, there is sorry to spawn really quickly. Like, for people who don't know, throughout all this gameplay, it looks very dull in certain moments. There is like the person's name and his cryptocurrency slapped across it. So like I said, we're not saying like clean gameplay here. It's not being shown in the light in which I know Rockstar would, and the developers mainly, would want people to see it. And let's be totally honest, like, it's some of this footage that we're seeing is like so low res, like like the coloring's off. You can tell the coloring's off. You've got idiots out there who don't understand this. Who are like, oh, doesn't look that good. I'm like, really? You're judging this off of what some idiot on the internet who's hiding his identity, obviously for very specific reasons, is showing. So
it's an old bit. He's probably uploading it not at the highest rate on top of like however he recorded it. There's so many like
compressed. Yeah.
It's like,
again,
again,
that's what it is right now as well, right? It's like compression on compression on compression. It's like people who have ripped the first file to then upload it onto Twitter, to then upload it again, to upload it. You're like, it doesn't look the way it should. But
and I think that's my main takeaway is like I am like Crush says, like sad for the developers who the first chance that people get to see their work is in the worst way possible. And it's like, regardless of how big GTA is and the fact that 90% of people are going to buy it anyway, it's like these people have worked probably a decade at this point on this, and this is the first chance that people get to see it. Well,
this is the second chance people get to see it.
All right, second
It
chance.
already happened once.
Yeah.
I think that's another shitty part of it.
The fact
that they went through this once.
Yeah.
We've gone through it once. They've worked through that, and then they're coming out like we are literal days away from people seeing gameplay for the first time from them, like firsthand, and it's just it's heartbreaking. Honestly, as I'm sure you guys know, like anyone who works on anything creative is like, being able to show that to people, being able to show the thing that you've worked on for so long is like, it's such a great experience. To have it taken away from you is just, it's nasty. And in the way it's done as well, of like in showing it in a bad light of like the gameplay that we're seeing, like although it's exciting seeing these features, like is not being shown in the best way. It's like it's somebody who can't drive in a game, crashing into things. They don't know how to edit and upload a video properly. It's just like, it's like, I know, like Take-Two can, they'll see their zeros at the end of the day, but the devs, I feel for them more than anything.
Yeah, no, I totally agree. I do. Exciting times though, boys. I will say this has got me so excited for GTA 6.
I'll be honest, weirdly, this has got me excited for Wednesday. Like for them to actually show it. I can't wait to see how they want to show this, and like once we see the official features and how they want to like for us to see them and what they want to show and like how it works and all that kind of stuff. Like I'm hyped for for them getting into the weeds of it all, because like I remember the GTA 5 trailers when they did this of like, this is the world of Los Santos and all that kind of stuff.
Los Santos.
I can't wait for that stuff. Like I can't wait. This is the world of Leonida. Like, oh man, I can't wait for it.
Yep. No, I'm with you. I won't be. It's sad that we won't be reacting together. I kind of wanted to react together, but obviously I'm in Gamescom. Despawn's buried in work, and Crush, him and his right hand, they got a date. So, let's jump in with what's in our box, boys. Crush, we'll start with you. What you been playing?
I'll start off with Mortal Shell 2. That came out a few days ago. I've been playing that. For people who don't know, Mortal Shell is a Souls-like game in which you collect shells and use them as characters. They effectively work as different classes and a whole bunch of weapons to collect. I had played the beta and talked about that whenever that had come out. I've put in about 5 or 6 hours into the game, and I'm really, really liking it. In a lot of ways, it gives me sort of a Elden Ring vibe. Now, when I say Elden Ring, I don't want you to think of like the highs of Elden Ring, but more so
top
like the approach
of
this is a top 5 game of all time is what I'm saying. No, you're given a lot of room to explore and go your own route as you're moving about the map. And there's a lot of like dungeons and stuff like that where you get rewards at the end of them, and you can get weapons for exploring and stuff like that, and different shells for exploring. And so like you are rewarded for exploring. And I think it feels more closed and linear. It's not as open as Elden Ring was, but it did give me that sort of vibe as I was playing through it. The combat is really solid. They have you can get different abilities to, one lets you block, one is like a much tighter parry, but you get bigger stamina damage against the enemy. I think they call it break damage in the game. One brings back the system from Mortal Shell 1, which is you turn to stone, and if you time it right, you get a bunch of break damage on them, or you can hold it and sort of like block multiple attacks and stuff like that. There's a lot of variety in it. They added guns to the game now. If you hold left trigger, you pull out a gun. You can get a crossbow. Like there's a lot of different paths. One thing I will say, and I'm only 5 hours, and maybe as I get deeper and I unlock more systems, it'll feel more refined. It does feel as like I'm upgrading and unlocking separate parts. It doesn't necessarily feel like I'm putting together one end product of a build, which I think is one sort of downside, but it's a downside that I only feel like when I'm looking at the menus and deciding what I want to use, as opposed to when I'm playing the game. And when I'm playing it, it's fun, and that's probably like the biggest takeaway, is that I don't notice that while I'm playing it, right? Overall, really, really enjoying it. There is a narrative, which I feel like has been the trend for a lot of Souls-like games to come, is to try and have more of a narrative, and this game does have more of a narrative than I remember the first one having. Every shell you unlock, I think the narrative is good, but I like it's much more of a vague type of narrative storytelling, which it depends. Do you like that narrative style or not? I'd say you probably would like it more than an Elden Ring fix, but you probably wouldn't like it all that much.
Yeah, I have no intention of playing it. I watched some live streams the other day, and I was like,
no, it's not a you game. It's very much not a you game. I've been enjoying it. I think the beta is still up for anybody who is on the fence of playing it. I think you play the beta, you will get a good idea of the game and whether you like it or not. Yeah. Other than Mortal Shell, I played RuneScape Dragonwild. For people who don't know, RuneScape Dragonwild is the survival RuneScape game. I'm only like an hour, I think 80 minutes at most into the game, so not a whole lot. I like it. I've after playing Palworld, and when I did the Cobblemon game, I think I played that at some point last year, I had said, right? I've been enjoying survival games a lot more, so jumping into this and playing it has been a very fun experience. One thing that I want to note right off the bat, you have sort of leveling up separate skills like wood cutting and stuff like that, and so as you do it, you level it up and you unlock magic that you can do to chop down trees faster and stuff like that. And it's an interesting progression system that I don't think you get in a lot of games like this. I don't know if Valheim does it. I haven't played Valheim. I've heard Valheim's really good with progression. Not Valheim. What's the other game that's getting a 1.0 release? Is it Enshrouded?
Oh,
might not be Enshrouded.
Enshrouded might be, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know Enshrouded. I do know a lot of people talk about the progression in Enshrouded as well being really good. But from the survival games I've played, I haven't played anything quite like this in terms of feeling like I'm progressing just for doing stuff. We talked about it a little bit during GTA of just playing the game and feeling like you are progressing in some sort of way. I think that's very satisfying in it. I would love to play this with both of you at some point.
Nah, I'm good.
I'm trying to find. I'm because I feel like I lied.
Is it not?
I could have swore this was coming to Game Pass.
I think it's coming to Xbox for sure because it's getting a console release with its 1.0.
No, it is. Wait. Yeah.
Is it
Xbox Wire? One second. Because I've been looking at this game for a little while now. Because again, you've always spoken very highly of RuneScape. I played RuneScape for 10 minutes back in the day. I generally didn't touch the game the way it should be. It is 15th of
September.
Yeah, 15th of September. Yeah. No. Incredible Journey. Yeah, we're launching worldwide 15th of September. I hate it. I hate when it says free for Game Pass holders. That's not free. Yes, so it is coming to Game Pass on the 15th. I am totally down to play this with you, Crash, as soon as I'm back from Gamescom. 100%.
Sign me up.
Cool. Yeah, I think that'll be fun. I think you both will enjoy it because you guys both really like survival games more than me. I think you guys will enjoy it. It seems to have full quest lines. I didn't do any of the quest line, but it does seem to have you find something in the wild and it leads you down a quest line. I don't know if the quest lines have rewards like they do in the main game, but talking about the main game, another thing I've been playing, old school RuneScape. Oh. So before I bit the bullet on Dragonwild, I ended up playing old school RuneScape because I was like, oh man, I wonder how it is. And I've been hearing a lot of good stuff about the game. Apparently I've had a lot of good updates to the game and stuff like that. It was might have been a little teensy mistake to do.
You're addicted, aren't you?
Well, I wouldn't say addicted.
How many
hours you put in? Sure. How many hours you put in?
I've only put in an hour, 12 hours. That's not addicted.
Crash. Okay, Crash. Okay. Not addicted. I agree. One second.
Mm-hmm.
You beat James Bond.
No.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
One second. Let me just bring. Wait. No. Let me.
Play him not.
Beat Pragmata.
No.
Okay. You beat Replaced.
No, I tried to replace. I'm not playing that game.
Okay. Sure. No, I'm just going through some games.
Okay, we'll go through this. We'll go through this fix. Don't worry.
Wait. Have you beat Halo? You beat Halo Campaign Evolved?
No, I've been waiting for people to play that with. You remember when we said we were going to do
Have you even started it?
No, I haven't started it.
Me either, so we should do that.
Cool.
We're not talking about me, though. We're not talking about me.
We're not yet. We're not talking about you yet. That's the key word.
We're not talking about me. Have you beat Mistfall? Or played it?
I have no clue what that game is.
Oh, you'd actually like that game, I think. Anyway, Beast and Reincarnation, you're just playing that. You beat that?
No, I've stopped playing that. I'm putting that down.
Gotcha. All right, cool. I just wanted to just all the games. We got 4 months left of the year. 4 months left of the year. It looks like a total U game from like the outside looking in.
I don't want to play a PvPvE game.
Okay. Well, anyway, I'm just just putting it out there.
I want you to remember all the games you asked me if I beat Fix.
Oh, ask me if I beat those games.
Okay. Did you beat those games, Fix?
Absolutely not. I haven't beat any of those games.
Oh, what have you been playing this? What have you been playing this week, Fix?
Let's get into that. What have you been playing, Fix?
I played Fortnite. I played Fortnite.
Okay.
Brand new season came out. Wanted to. Well, okay. A couple of reasons. Number one, I think we're very bad at when like the best. I want us to get a bit more rounded in our categories when we're at the end of the year. So I think it'd be cool to come up with some categories like we was going to do last year. We didn't end up doing it. I think we should do it this year properly. So I was like, and then we'll have good discussions on like best continuation games, stuff like that, right? New season's obviously come out of Fortnite. It is Sonic. I know people don't realize it, but I was a huge Sonic fan as a kid. So it kind of piqued my interest. As a kid, I was a Sega kid, Crash. That's all we had. We didn't have Mario, remember?
You're a Sega kid who hated Sonic.
No way, that's not true. I hated the newer games for no reason at all.
The Sega kid who the moment he got to play Mario was like, I don't want that old. You were what's his face with a Woody?
Toy Story Mill. The Toy Story meme. Yep.
I don't want this.
Oh, thank you. But yeah, checked it out. Played about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Really good. I forgot how good Fortnite is. Like it's a game that we meme on. It's a game that we don't play anymore. Like, but you forget just how much polish has gone into that game. Like, I'm playing with my Resident Evil characters, and I'm playing with them, and they've got Sonic, and they've got this, and John Wick's here, and I'm shooting Sonic, and I'm shooting Towers. They got this new sprite system where you can like pick up these backpacks and sprites that give you new abilities. One of them's Towers, so I'm flying in the air as Towers while shooting people. It's just fun. It really, 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 really is. Like, it's one of those games of like, I don't want to play something that is too heavy. Let me just jump on and play a match. And I forgot how much I love Battle Royales still. I still love Battle Royales. It's still probably one of my favorite genre of game. But yeah, I don't think I could sit there and play it endlessly anymore like I did back in the day. Like, sit there for 8 hours just playing Fortnite. But to jump on and play an hour and then be like, that was fun, and then come back to it at some point, totally acceptable. Yeah. The menu system now is so confusing, though. I'll say that. Like, the way it just sort of like blares all at you. You're like, collect this. You got this. I'm like, sorry, what's going on? Like, what's going on here? So yeah. I've been playing that.
Yeah, I'll give it credit. Like, I've always enjoyed my time in Fortnite, and I think of all of the BRs and the like live service games, they do such a good job of keeping you hooked and giving you something to do. I'd say maybe keeping you hooked is not the right word, but yeah, giving you something to do whenever you're playing. Like, even like if you are a lap fan like I am, like if you dip out and like your skill level drops because you're not playing it constantly and you don't understand what the map system is and stuff like that, like you can still do missions. You can still go off and like even if you finish like top 20 max, like you can still you still got loads of things you can unlock as you're going.
They've got Lego bricks now as well. In the game, so you throw like a Lego brick and it builds like a wall in front of you and stuff, and like just so much stuff. They're just like, this is very cool. Yeah, very, very, very cool, to be honest with you. But yeah, so I played that. That's it. That's all I played,
No,
Crush.
no,
nothing
think
else?
I was in your stream while I was playing old school RuneScape, and you were playing something else.
Yeah, Fix.
Yeah,
What else are you
okay.
playing?
Oh, yeah, that game. Oh, that game. Yeah, yeah.
What's it called?
I started playing Project Zomboid.
Question before you keep going: when was that released?
I think 2026. I think it just come out. Brand new game, man. Brand new game.
I don't know about that one.
Oh,
I feel like I've
let me
heard about
see.
that at some point. Oh,
Maybe back in 2013.
2013. Oh, how much time did you put into it?
Man, just a couple. To be fair, probably not as much as you think. What would you think my game time's at right now on Steam? Out of interest.
You did 2 streams at minimum, right?
I did, but I also don't stream 8 hours a day anymore.
Correct. Did you play at all off stream?
No.
You probably put in like 8-9 hours.
15. So yeah. Yeah. That's not bad.
Now
Not bad.
roll back this for a second. You remember that you asked me that long list of games that I beat? Do you remember that?
Fix.
Like a list of games that I wasn't even interested in, or that I
Pragmata.
tried and put away.
No.
No. Okay. You beat First Light though, yeah?
No.
Okay.
Beast of Reincarnation.
No.
Did you go back to at least like figure out like, are you going to put more time into it or not, or like? No.
No.
Okay. Oh, Lego Batman. You were really like
you
game of the year was what you said.
Yeah, you said
Lego Batman.
Year.
It's Artful Escape. Like that's the vibes I got from you, Fix. You went back surely and you've played that because that's been out for a while.
No, I haven't beat it. No.
Okay. Mixtape? No, you're not finishing mixtape.
I'm not finishing mixtape. I'm not finishing mixtape. I'm just not finishing mixtape.
Okay.
Shut up. Okay, with you. So yeah, I have been playing Project Zomboid. I have to say that game's amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know how many people know what it is. Again, it's not on console, so it's only on PC. It is probably too early for me to say, but it might be one of my favorite zombie video games ever.
Resident Evil exists.
Like I said one of.
Okay.
I think like from a sheer
exists.
sandbox survival game, it's probably my favorite.
Okay.
To be honest with you, it's ridiculous how good it is.
Yeah.
It's one of those games where until you play it the first time, you're like, I don't think this is very fun. Like I don't get it. Like it doesn't really make sense. The menu system's awful. It's not a glitz and glam from a looking at it standpoint, right? Like you look at it and you're like, this doesn't look right. And then you start playing it, and I have just touched the surface level on this game, you know? So me and Haley, I've got Haley to buy it. I was like, I started playing, I was like, I think Haley might actually like this. Because there's that level of like, go out, get resource, bring resource back. She can then do like building a house and all that stuff sort of thing. I was like, okay. And then we started playing it, and yeah, we found a prison, so we started exploring that, and then the map is humongous, so you're like constantly like building your own little story and stuff. And then I found there's mods, and I found out there's Resident Evil mods, and that has kind of changed everything. I haven't got any of them to work yet, but once I do, I'll be very happy. Like they've got the RPD in the game and a tyrant, and you can make all the zombies look like Resident Evil zombies, and the Resident Evil music, and like just a bunch of stuff that makes this like the best game ever. I think the game's technically still in early access, if I'm not mistaken, from 2013, which is crazy. But yeah, the reason why it got popular again is it's just had a big update. I think it's like a 4.2 update. I can't tell you what the new update is because I didn't play it previously, so I only know what I've played. But yeah, it's ridiculous. The game is some of the most fun I've had in a game this year by far.
Yeah,
And
it's still in early access. Yeah,
it's ridiculous.
Yeah, the fact that it's on build 42.20 is wild.
I can read you the summary of this stuff that got added if you want me to.
Sure.
This massive update overhauls the endgame, adds deep crafting and tech tree extensions, introduces domestic and wild animals with a new animal care skill, lifts building height limits for basements and 32-story skyscrapers, and completely eliminates copy and pasted buildings across the map.
There you go.
Nice.
The game is a game about dying. That is what the game is.
Yeah.
No, literally, that is what it is. The whole premise of the game is you go out there to get stuff, you die, you start again.
Yeah. The premise is how long can you survive rather than like getting to the end game, per se. But yeah.
Exactly. But yeah, it's ridiculous. I would love for you guys to play it with me. I'd love to. I'm trying to sort out a server at the moment for like my community, MXAM community, more than welcome to be a part of that as well. But yeah, like if you have a PC and you don't own it and you love zombie games, you should definitely check it out.
I just checked, it's like 22 quid in the UK, 22.49 to be exact. Like, it's not a lot.
You know where I can fight zombies? Old school RuneScape, man.
Okay, there you go.
That's motherfucker.
I should have known. I should have known. My bad, Crash. You're right.
I got a spell for that too, so you can kill the zombies faster.
Oh, of course there is.
Spell for that. So does this not interest you at all, Chris? Because I kind of asked you to come play and you were like, fuck no.
Well, I was playing old school RuneScape at the time, so like the chances I was going to stop playing that for Zomboid. I think if you were to do a private server, I would probably, how much is it to get? I think that would depend on like, how much it is. I would probably get it and hop on with you. I don't know that I'd stick with it long term, but I'd be there for a little bit.
No,
for a good time, not a long time.
It's just, yeah, it's so good. Very, very good. But yeah, that's what I've been playing. Despawn, what have you been playing?
Lots, weirdly. I don't know how I find the time sometimes. So let's start at the thing that we don't really want to dwell on too much. I played Duskbloods on the Switch. They're doing the network test at the moment. It's fine.
Damn, that hurts.
Yeah,
Like, what's wrong with it?
Nothing. It's clearly hampered by it being a Switch game, and like it just doesn't feel. Just doesn't feel like a fully fledged Souls game to me, which is what I want. I mean, granted, right now all that they've got is like the tutorial missions, so there's like not a lot in there, and it's been super hard to get into in the first place. Like day one, the servers were dead, like they just didn't work for anyone. Day 2 session was like at silly o'clock in the morning, and yeah, I got in for a little bit today. I didn't spend too much time in it, but like. Yeah, right now I'm not going to try and get into another network test session. I'm just going to wait till the full release and maybe jump back in at that point. But yeah, like nothing that like made me like this is a must play FromSoft game. Like honestly, just go play Elden Ring.
The funny thing is I saw people saying what was the multiplayer Elden Ring game? What was that called again?
Night Rain, yeah.
Night Rain. People were like, we own Night Rain, an apology.
Yeah, we judge you too harshly. Yeah.
I've seen a lot of that going around on the internet lately. So
Duskbloods is PvP also, right?
Mm-hmm. PvP, yeah.
If I'm not mistaken. Yeah. So I think that's also just makes it a harsher experience to where you're not losing to the game itself. Is if you get in and you just get stopped by another person, that can be frustrating, especially if there are server issues and stuff like that. Yeah. I think an important thing to note with this, it is just a test for the game, and I don't think the game even has an official release date as of yet, if I'm not mistaken.
Nope.
So who knows when the game ends up coming out, who knows the product you get at the end, but it is disappointing hearing the negative talks about the game, especially because for some people it was like, oh, this is what I'll get a Switch 2 for. It's when Duskbloods comes out. So that's a little unfortunate.
Yeah, like I got my Switch 2 back specifically to try this out, and it's just like,
oh yeah, you went back.
Oh yes.
Yeah, you can see it in the dark.
Too dark. Not see it.
Sorry, it's too dark. Yeah. But yeah, no, I got it back. It's but yeah, no, I'm good. Like I say, fully wait till full release and see what the full product is like. Next up, I played a game that I think Fix you should probably check out at some point. The Sinking City 2.
Okay.
You didn't play.
I didn't play one.
You don't need to
play the first one.
You do not need to.
And I was told to play this, and it's very much a me game, right?
Yeah, it's very.
I think me and Matt played the first one we talked about on the podcast, if I'm not mistaken. Because Origin Cookie Man was very big on. Is that the game? It was Sinking City that he was very big on.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah.
To put it bluntly, it is Resident Evil remake with eldritch horrors instead of zombies.
It's in Singing City. I'm thinking of a different game.
Maybe, but yeah. But yeah, very much it is that. It is a over-the-shoulder survival horror game where you fight squid monsters rather than zombies. It's got some cool puzzle elements in there. It uses... Do you ever play any of these Sherlock Holmes games that this same studio made? Where it's like you basically tie together like bits of information that you find to solve puzzles. It's basically that in this. It's very good. It is, when I say it is Resident Evil remake, like don't expect it to have that kind of polish. It's still got a bit of jank from it.
Of course.
But it's so easy to see past
to me,
the jank.
It looks... You tell me if I'm right or wrong in this, but did you ever play Evil Within?
Yeah.
It reminds me more of Evil Within than Resident Evil.
I'd say, yeah, it's got those kind of vibes to it. Yeah, it's kind of like the more like subversive horror. It's somewhere between Silent Hill and Resident Evil. Like, so it fits in that middle ground really well. And yeah, it's really fun so far. It has all the hallmarks. It's got the map system from a Resident Evil game, like the monsters. You're not sure who's going to attack you and when from, and how, like, if they're going to stay down. The way that it works is this thing called the slither, which is basically worms that inhabit bodies and can bring corpses back to life. And you don't know if that sliver will inhabit this body. If when you kill that body, are they going to go off into another body? Like, there's so much unknown that adds a lot of mystery and like horror to it. And yeah, it's so well done so far. I'm really enjoying it. But yeah, like, I definitely think you should check it out. I think you'd enjoy it. And like I say, you don't need to play the first one. It's a completely different story, set in the same kind of world, but like not really linked to the first one. And yeah, there's a lot to enjoy here for survival horror fans, I think.
Okay. All right. I will consider it.
The game I was thinking of earlier was The Forgotten City.
Oh yeah, no, it's nothing like that.
Oh yeah,
yeah, it's not that.
Yeah. That does get a lot of high praise, but like still not the same.
Yeah, I think you would enjoy that.
Anything else? Yeah, well, too many games, man. I've got Project Zomboid to play now. You know what I mean? Crash, literally, the other day I did a football watch along. Yeah, watched Tottenham. And then I had the whole evening. Haley had her friends downstairs. I was like, I'm going to stream for hours. I'm going to play this. I'm going to do this. I said, see you later, chat. I'm getting off. And I didn't play a single game. I don't know what it is. I'm in this weird spot right now. I'm hoping Gamescom... I'm very excited for Gamescom. I think I'm a little bit overwhelmed when it comes to Gamescom stuff. And I think that's kind of paralyzed me in a way of like, I can't think about anything other than Gamescom right now and like all the meetings I've got to do and the content I want to try and make and all that stuff. But like, it's sort of
the option paralysis
suffocated me into not. Yeah, exactly. I'm like, you're right. And I know we're memeing a little bit, like, but I'm like, well, I've started Batman and I've started Beast in Reincarnation and I've started Project Zomboid and I was playing Power World and I'm like, I need to just pick a game, start the game, finish the game, like whether I like it or not. If like, with Beast, I'm like, I didn't dislike Beast, but I think it's also I hate to say it, but I think it's Game Pass's fault as well because I'm like,
so is it just drop a game?
I didn't pay for you, so I don't feel as obliged to like. And again, I know I'm in a privileged position where like, I get games for free and Game Pass for free and stuff like that. So sometimes that doesn't really come in, but it feels like when you get handed the code from like a developer, it feels like a purchase because you have to make the content. Where with Game Pass, it's just there. And I'm like, well, I'll get to you if I do.
I'm going to echo your sentiments slightly because I don't think it's on the news list. But for people who don't know, 2XKO is shutting down less than a year after release. And there's a lot of stuff that goes into it and having weird controls, the way it was released. But one of the things is it is a free-to-play game that people go into and they play the game. And then it's how do you get people to spend money and stuff like that. It's like people will leave the game because they didn't have to buy it. And I do think that echoes sort of like what you're talking about Game Pass, of like playing the game and playing it a little bit. But then you have no incentive to go back because you didn't actually buy it. You didn't actually invest anything into it specifically. Like, yeah, with Game Pass, you do buy Game Pass, but it doesn't work the same because the Game Pass, you have the feature. It's like, if I look at Game Pass, I'm utilizing what I spent for, right? I have the option there. You pay for the option, not necessarily the games.
I think that's it. It's like,
it's weird.
If you spend like £16 a month or whatever it is in the US for Game Pass Ultimate, it's like $16. That's fine. It's not a small amount of money for a lot of people, but it's also not $40-50 on a game. So it's like, it's a lot easier to drop it, and with that $16, you've got access to hundreds of games you can try. It's there's not so much as a not a burden, but like a need to get it's something out of that purchase as much.
I am struggling. I have the most time in my life lately, especially because I don't have kids and stuff like that, right? I work in this industry. I have so much time, but obviously I make content and stuff like that. But I'm just not interested in sitting down and playing games for 8 hours anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's ever going to come back, or if that time in my life has just passed, or what it is. But sitting down to play video games for an 8-hour session, to me, I'm like, not.
Yeah,
let me be abundantly clear. I think it can come across in like a entitled way, but it's like, I'm like, oh, but I could be doing and it's like, but this is my job. My job is to play games, but I'm struggling to. I haven't had a game that's come past my desk, let's say, where I'm like, I need to play this since Resident Evil Requiem. Where I'm like, I need to play this from start to finish in 2 days. I could have done it in a day, but like did it in 2 days, and that was a phenomenal experience. I don't think there's been another game this year that I've felt that pull.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It's a weird one. Like I get to do my streams, right? I get to about 3 hours, and I'm like, that's enough. And that's not a lot of time, really. In the because then you start doing the math, right? Like even with like Lego Batman, we're like, okay, that's a 15-20 hour game. So that's how many streams? Let's say it's 7, 8, 9 streams. That's like 2 weeks or whatever it is. You're like, bloody hell, oh, that's a lot. I'll play Power World instead for 3 hours. I'll play Zomboid for 3 hours. I'll play
rather than
whatever, and then you just
game,
start. I'll play Fortnite for an hour and a half instead of chipping away at these games that I should just sit down and play. But yeah, it's I don't know. I think everyone goes through these phases of gaming though, right? Like you have those moments where like it's everything, and then you fall out and you fall in, and
So I feel what you're saying, but I also feel like you're gonna probably get over it around November 19th. I think that's the release date of GTA 6.
maybe.
Somehow
maybe
I feel
maybe.
around then you're gonna start playing games 8 hours or longer a day.
Or I feel 3 hours into GTA and be like, wow. And he's gonna force himself to go through, and he's like, I love this, but deep down, it's just like, oh man, I should be enjoying this more.
What I will say is I've got a new chair, and having a comfortable chair is a game changer. Like having a chair that you can sit in for a long period of time has helped me want to sit at my desk for a lot longer. So,
what type of chair is that, Fix?
Do you know what, Crash? I haven't made a video on it yet, so I won't say. But you know, there'll be a video soon on my social media channels. Don't you worry. But you know, in this household, we love a noble chair, and maybe something else. Maybe. Hashtag gifted. Let's move on, shall we? Is that everything everyone's played, right?
I played one little indie game called Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah. Small game. Yeah, man, it's after Blops 7. Yeah, man, it feels good to be back. It's good.
Interesting. Okay, I'm excited for it, to be honest with you.
So, loads of new modes.
Did you campaign?
So I played the campaign mission. Honestly, didn't like the campaign mission as much as I like the multiplayer. They've added in a bunch of stuff like mantling and things like that into it that just feel very... What's the word I'm looking for? Very hit and miss. Like there was some times where I went to jump through a ledge and completely missed the ledge because I didn't get the prompt to hit it in time, or I did get the prompt and I hit it, but it didn't matter anyway. And stuff. It is in beta, but yeah, you know, still. The very first mission, man.
That's what beta's for.
They should have nailed the very first mission by this point. But yeah, like But it looked fine. It looks cool. It looks interesting. But the multiplayer is fun. They've got a new mode. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like Off the Block or something. And it's kind of like a one life kind of thing where it's like team 10v10. And the map changes every time. So like different, like it's imagine like a CS:GO map, but like it's modular. So like different elements of the map will pop up. And it's like changes each game that you play. And yeah, it's really interesting. So they do like a two-way system of like you can either wipe out the team or you can capture the flag. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. Then just classic multiplayer, you know, domination, hard points, all that kind of stuff is in there. Yeah, man, it's good. It feels good. Like all the weapons feel good. Even with my rusty gameplay, I still feel like I was holding down. Like there's a couple of matches where I got top of the board and that kind of stuff. Like yeah, no, felt good.
I do love right now on like the Xbox app, right? It's like it pops up with a big pop up of like, "Yo, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4."
Yeah,
yeah, it's not on Game Pass. It's like not on Game Pass. No, hey guys, just letting you guys know, not on Game Pass. Not on Game Pass, but you can buy it. You can buy it right now, but it's not on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Not on Game Pass. 10% off if you have Game Pass. It's not on Game Pass. So I'm very interested. But yeah, it looks really good. I am actually excited to check it out. I will say that.
There's a potential that I might use that 10% off to buy it.
Ooh.
I had that much fun with it so far. I'm like, I might even go back and play a bit more this evening before bed.
No, you won't. You've got a podcast to upload.
Yeah, I can wait till tomorrow. It'll be up.
All right, let's move on to a bit of news before we get the hell out of it. There's not much going on right now. We're just before Gamescom, as you all know. But there is one big thing that happened. I don't quite understand it fully, so I will pass it over to Despawn. Despawn, what's going on between Rockstar and Xbox?
So basically, Take-Two, the owners of Rockstar, have subpoenaed Microsoft and Discord for all the details regarding these latest GTA 6 leaks. Basically, the TLDR of this is Take-Two want all the information related to the leaker and the Discord servers that they had and basically the GitHub repositories that they were using for uploading things. So for those that don't know, Microsoft own GitHub. And
I did not know that.
Yeah, they bought it a while back. And yeah, so they're basically just trying to get as much information as they can to find out who this leaker is. And a subpoena basically says, it's a legal document to say, give us this information. We want it. Gimme, gimme, gimme. So yeah, so that is what is happening basically.
Are they entitled to it? Are they able to just gimme, gimme, gimme? Is that how it... Again, I don't really understand how this works. Obviously, what I do understand is something has been leaked from Rockstar, right? Something's been stolen from Rockstar and been put out to the public before they wanted that to happen. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Is that then on Xbox because it was uploaded to one of their... Not Xbox, I should say Microsoft, sorry. Yeah. Microsoft, because it was uploaded on one of their services, so then they then legally have the right to like...
request it.
I guess it would be in the terms of service, I assume, right?
Yeah. So, I mean, taking the note from it here is like the copyrighted material include. So basically, in essence, it is copyrighted material that has then been uploaded and hosted onto Microsoft and Discord servers. In essence, because it is somebody's broken the law, and in essence, like. The case isn't against Microsoft. The case is against this leaker.
No.
But they are using the subpoena to get the information to find out who the leaker is. And because Microsoft are in a position to provide that, because someone's broken the law, like they're basically, it is them saying, yeah, like, you are not aiding and abetting, but like you have facilitated this, so give us information to find out who did it.
If I'm not mistaken, it's the subpoena's just filed. I don't know if it's been enforced.
It hasn't been approved or anything yet.
No, it's not been enforced.
So,
it's just them posting to say like we are subpoenaing Microsoft and Discord to give us this information. Whether they have handed over that information, we don't know yet.
There's probably grounds for them to fight back based off protection of users and all that stuff. If Microsoft and Discord will, that's a completely different conversation as well.
Yeah, there is a ruling like that they can say like we don't want to give you this information because it opens us up to certain things and like it goes against.
Which of course it does.
Yeah, it goes against our agreements and again like it's a you set a precedent for that of like will companies want to work with you in the future because they know that you are willing to give over information to other companies, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Sure. The other side of it also is
someone broke the law.
From
use your system.
Someone broke the law, but it's also the Xbox Microsoft point of view as well, right? Like it's like, well,
why would we
you all own the same thing? So yeah, if this was the other way around, you would expect us to do it for you. So it's a hard one. It really is. It's just nothing bigger than GTA right now. So it's like, yeah, it's gonna be interesting. But you're right, it does set precedent, which is scary.
Yeah, so there is a note in this as well of like, obviously part of the subpoena specifically states, I'll read it here. It's like, Take-Two, through its Council of Record, has submitted a sworn declaration confirming that the purpose for which the DMCA subpoena is sought is to obtain the identity of an alleged infringer or infringers, and as such, information will only be used for the purposes of protecting Take-Two's right. So within the subpoena itself, they are saying that specific reason, we only want this information. We're not doing it for anything else. Like, we won't use the information for anything else. So, like, it covers them. So, like, if Microsoft hand over details, it is only details that relate specifically to the leaker.
Fair enough. Go get them. Take-Two. Go get them.
Crash is like,
well, you don't like it, Crash.
Get him.
It's a slippery slope. It is a slippery
Yeah.
slope to go down. Like, because it's like the infringe or infringers, and who's to know what Take-Two considers an infringe or an infringer, right?
Yeah.
Is it somebody who shared the clip? Yeah, that's sort of my point. Is like, what do you consider an infringer is kind of the issue with that statement of like, that's a non-statement statement. It doesn't really like narrow down who they're looking for. It's just, it's only the people who infringed on us.
Yeah, the people who retweeted the tweets. Like, yeah. Like when they go for X and like, this guy retweeted it.
Maybe it's subpoena us.
Well, that's why I don't show the footage. I don't show any GTA footage in any of our videos.
Oh, otherwise we'd be getting subpoenaed.
We might get subpoenas. MXAM, we could do with the article.
The promo.
Small Xbox podcast subpoenaed. We could do with it, honestly. Yeah. Next story is about Double Fine. Double Fine, as we all know, used to be owned by Xbox. They have now gone independent. And a lot of this information we kind of already knew, but is now being confirmed by Tim Schafer himself over on Kind of Funny. He was there talking about the studio and what is to come in the future. So Double Fine owns all of its IP and its publishing rights for all of its games following Xbox's split. Little bit more information that come from this is some of the storefronts may still temporarily list Microsoft as the owner/publisher, but Tim Schafer says it's just taking time to get that changed over. There was a question asked to him about like who's making the money from this. Obviously, that comes down to publishing, and it is now Double Fine. They are fully making the money from all of their games, which is cool. This includes all of their franchises. So, Brutal Legend, Psychonauts 2, Keeper, Kiln, everything. Like Microsoft gave everything back, which is very interesting, to be honest with you. Again, I still find that to be, I'm happy that it's happened. It's not a negative from me. I don't think you've ever seen this happen before from a company like Microsoft/Xbox, just to give back IP like this. It really is we don't want any hate from it to come from this. They would have got a lot of hate from this.
Yeah. If they released a Psychonauts 3 that wasn't made by Double Fine, like they would have got destroyed in the comments.
Yeah. No, exactly. Double Fine's one of those studios, man. It's just like,
you don't mess with their IP.
Well, yeah.
They're an industry darling. It's like they don't like the industry very much
Absolutely.
cherishes them. So it's not like, I think burning bridge isn't just, you burn bridges with other journalists, community, like individual people. There are a lot of people who really love Double Fine fans and are Xbox fans partly because they bought Double Fine and they published Psychonauts 2 and stuff like that. So for them, it's probably more of a logistical thing. On top of like, Microsoft probably doesn't make a lot off of keeping the publishing and IP for these games in the long run.
The publishing, I understand. It's the IP. Like, I can understand being like, you can make money on this stuff, but like, it's ours. They paid.
What does Xbox get for it?
Yeah, what do they get?
No,
because what IPs? Like they probably can't keep Psychonauts. They didn't pay for Psychonauts to be conceived and made. Like they paid for Psychonauts 2.
You're right.
It's
like what Kiln.
And like, are those worth it in the long run? Not really. They're not going to do anything with killing. And I'm sure if they make like a party game or something like that, and they want to include killing, I don't think Double Fine's going to say no to that. You know, I like
they're not making a party game, so
they're not. But I'm saying, like, in what other situation would they want those IPs? Like, I don't like.
True. You're right. It's interesting.
It's odd. It is
Double
very
Fine's
odd
running. Yeah. Moving on, like Double Fine is running a Amnesia Fortnite 2026 indie reboot through Kickstarter. So they've gone back to Kickstarter again, like they previously done with Psychonauts 2, if I'm not mistaken. They have a game jam that is starting August 31st and runs through most of September. Backers will help choose which ideas get prototyped, which one, with one prototype planned to become a small full game. They've got two player productions will document the process. So I'm guessing there's a documentary that's going to come out of this, which I love. Always love these sort of documentaries. Shaver says Double Fine has other projects in development, but hasn't revealed them. Kiln is still getting updates, including a new map, modes, and Shaver says the price is also going to be reduced, which is cool to see. I think that game is done. I'll be honest. There's not much that could get me to go back, and I enjoyed it. Again, I think it's the Game Pass curse, right? Didn't pay for it. Had fun with it for the couple of hours in which we played it, but I don't think there's anything they could do to get me back in. And that was the week it came out. We played it, I believe. Mm-hmm. So I'm interested to see how many players they've actually got. No, I don't think it was the day. I think it was it might have been. Oh no, well, who knows? I really do hope not. Double Fine recently suffered, obviously, a layoff affecting 25% of their studios after becoming independent. This all happened as part of a much bigger Xbox reshuffling that included 3,200 layoffs, and the studio includes Double Fine and Composure in that. So there you go. A little bit of information there about Double Fine. They seem to be back at it. I'm not going to say doing well or whatever, you know, like they seem to be back at it, which is also awesome. It's good to see them back at it. I do hope one of those games that they're working on is Psychonauts 3, because that seems like it'll be their big, it was a game of the year contender.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be, right? They've got to be, like, uncertainty right now with the studio, like obviously having to lose 25% of the studio in the first place. The fact that they've got no games currently announced that they're working on, to have people excited for giving them money, other than, like, you know, just buying their games because they want to support the studio. Like, the slam dunk choice is making Psychonauts 3.
I thought so.
Although technically Psychonauts 4, because, you know, there was a spin-off one as well. But yeah, you know what I mean, yeah. But yeah, it just makes sense to them. And, like, honestly, I'd be excited for a Psychonauts 3, for sure. I'd be excited to go back and play Kill for a night. Maybe in a new mode.
Come on. No.
Quench Kings.
Oh, I would do it, but I wouldn't be excited to.
Quench Kings.
Yeah, whatever.
Also,
let's jump into guest.
I just want to say quickly, I don't know if you guys noticed, someone pointed out online, I apologize for not knowing who, but in their online announcement, one of the U's in one of the words had the little umlauts above it. That is the very same thing that they use in Brutal Legend.
Oh.
Brutal Legend 2, baby. Just saying, make it happen.
I think that should have
come already. That to me seems like the most from when Xbox had them. Like, oh, you got funding? That's the game you go make.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe not.
Maybe that's the slam dunk.
Instead we make Keeper and, you know, Weird Tower.
Would Brutal Legends 2 be a slam dunk?
No,
not necessarily.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think anything that Double Fine makes is a slam dunk. I think it will have a hardcore audience that could buy it.
I mean a slam dunk.
That's why it would have made perfect sense for. Yeah, but that's why it would have made perfect sense for Xbox to have funded like a Brutal Legend. We didn't get a Custom Quest again. Like, there's certain games that, like, to me, and maybe it's just because the studio don't want to make those games.
Maybe, yeah.
We know, obviously, Phil was very hands-off. So, you know, that's what happens when you're hands-off like this. But, yeah, interesting. Very
hands-off, and they get more money. It's like, what can we make with the more money? We can already make a costume quest with the money we have. Like, what can, you know, what new endeavors can we go through?
I mean,
Cosmic Quest was good.
Sure. I love Cosmic Quest. Let's jump into Guess That Game. Despawn.
Hello! Guess That Game, the game show within our podcast, is where one of us, me this week, will pick a game and it is left to the other people on the team to guess that game using yes or no questions. You have 90 seconds to do so. It has to have released on Xbox. And yeah, that's about all you need to know. Except, Fixer, what are the scores?
The scores look like this. Crash is in the front. He's got 20 points. I'm currently in second place with 16. You, Despawn, just behind me with 15. Matt is currently sat on 6 points. I have heard from Matt. He is alive. Don't worry. Just working very hard on Gamescom stuff, as I'm sure we all know. And then we have, of course, Reese, who has 0 points. And, just keeps strike 29, just keeps messing up.
Since Reese got added, he's been in as many podcasts as Matt has been.
As Matt.
Honestly. Yeah.
Awful. That's awful. Yeah, let's do this, Despawn. I am ready.
Okay, I have a clock in front of me. There it is. Hello. We're going to start with Mr. MC Fixer.
Okay.
In 3, 2, 1, go.
Is it an Xbox exclusive?
No.
Is it a 360 game?
No.
Is it an Xbox One game?
No.
A Series X game?
No.
An original Xbox game?
Yes.
RPG?
No.
Sports game?
No.
Stealth?
Stealth, yes.
Oh. Is night vision play a huge part in this game?
Huge part? No.
There is night vision.
Is there shooting in it?
Yes.
Okay.
Has this IP been dormant for many years?
Not many years now.
Oh.
Is it a Ubisoft game?
No.
Okay.
Oh. Is it a top 5 publisher game?
I wouldn't class them as one of the top 5 we choose now.
Okay.
AAA game?
Yes. 15 seconds.
Is it a franchise?
Yes.
Pass.
Male protagonist?
Yes. Time. I'm not going to let you ask questions. I think you got relatively close to where you need to be.
Really?
I think so.
Despawn just wants a point.
I also just want a point, but I get
Original.
Despawn just wants a point.
Original. Okay, so I write down stuff. Not Xbox 360. Sorry,
it's
not
OG
exclusive.
Xbox.
Not 360. OG Xbox. Not sport. Night vision plays a part, but it's not a major part. It's not a UB game.
Yeah, I would also say don't focus on the night vision. I might just be misremembering that bit. If it's not a major part, it's just not in the game.
Stealth OG Xbox stealth game. My mind goes to Splinter Cell or
There's only
Perfect
one
Dark,
other one for
and
me.
I don't think it's either of those.
I've got mine.
You're gonna make a note of yours. Write it down.
Yeah, I'm on it.
Wow, why am I blanking so hard on OG stealth games?
And I know. Okay,
Okay, I will
it's
make.
funny.
I will make a guess.
Okay.
Let me write it down on my phone.
Okay.
Just.
All right, let's start with. Let's fix what is down first. We'll start with Crash.
My guess is a James Bond game.
Okay.
No.
Fix.
I feel like I can get in your brain.
Go on, get in there, climb in.
Sometimes you don't think. Sometimes you don't think outside the box, and you go with what's latest. And what's been lately just came out.
Just came
A little
out.
video game called Metal Gear Solid.
Ooh.
And I think it's Metal Gear. Metal Gear Solid 2, Sons of whatever the Xbox version of whatever that was.
That's a good
Can't remember
guess.
exactly what it's called, but that's what I think it is.
That's a good guess.
Metal Gear Solid 2 was always called Sons of Liberty.
No, but there's like a Xbox version that I can't remember exactly what it's called on
maybe.
Xbox. But...
You're thinking of the Twin Snakes or whatever? No, because that was the
no,
original
that's
one.
I want you to know, Despawn's a little confused. If Despawn picked that game, he would know the name off the top of his head right now. Tell him Despawn.
Well, the game is Metal Gear Solid 2: Sons of Liberty. I know that because I'm looking at it. Yeah.
No. So okay, the one I'm thinking is it's Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance Xbox.
Yeah. So Substance
That's
is the Xbox version, yeah, but specifically it is Metal Gear Solid 2, yeah. So yeah, the game is Metal Gear Solid 2. Correct. Well done. I don't have a trivia, so you know what we're doing.
I got the exact game. I get a double point, right?
You get double points.
No. He was talking about what's the name of the game? You just said the name, and that is not the game.
That's what it's called.
But you said whatever Xbox, that was your game.
He's wrong.
I'm wrong.
But he's looking at it.
I'm using the Wikipedia, and it does say on Wikipedia specifically the Xbox version is Metal Gear Solid 2 Substance.
Yeah, thank you. I'm right.
He is right. He gets double points. I hate it, but he does. The game I was thinking of is Metal Gear 2. Metal Gear Solid 2. If you call it Substance or whatever.
The Xbox version is not called Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty. That's why it's called Substance.
I veto Fix getting an extra point.
And
because
technically,
he's still
it's
called there,
fucking
major publisher, which is crazy. I'm going back to that again. Fuck Fix for that.
Yeah,
major publisher,
bro.
Crazy.
So I will say,
what do you want? You want wait. Do you want me to apologize?
No, I don't want you to apologize
right now.
I don't want that. You have to apologize for that and calling fucking Locust aliens. You know how much you have to apologize for?
They are an alien. They're a fucking alien, man. They might as well be. They come out of the ground, man. They're aliens. Anyway, go on, Despawn. Back to you.
So I'm trying to find the Xbox version of it. Give me a second.
Oh, what you did, Metacritic?
Yeah, for Metacritic. Oh, wait, no, that's the Master Collection. What the Oh, Metacritic, you're doing my head in. We're just going to go with the PS2 version because it's been a decade. Closest one within 5 points. If you're outside that, you don't get a point.
Metal Gear Solid 2.
Mm-hmm.
Probably.
I will say specifically, we are looking at the PlayStation 2 version, obviously, right now.
Yeah.
Probably reviewed pretty well. Yeah.
I'm saying nothing.
94.
Okay.
So closest wins?
Closest wins within 5 points. If you're outside 5 points and still the closest, you're not getting a point. You need to be within 5 points.
Yeah.
We've got 94 and...
Does it score higher than a 94 or lower?
I mean, how do you feel about Metal Gear Solid 2? How does the world feel about Metal Gear Solid 2?
It loves it. But like sometimes the world loves games and they get like 78.
True. Well, it's done. How you doing?
I'm gonna be a little bit of an asshole right here.
Go on, be an asshole.
I'm gonna guess 95.
So we've got a 94 and a 95.
I think Fix is gonna get it because I think it's gonna be like a 93 or a 92.
I will say Metacritic lists it as a must play.
It is a must play. If you've never played Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty, you're an absolute idiot.
Yeah. The way that they do it is obviously by the score, and the score is, to get it a must play, is up in the 90s. This one specifically is a 96, so Crash gets the point.
Let's go.
Well done.
Congratulations, Crash.
I feel bad about that point, but I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep the point.
No, you should.
You should keep it. All right. Let's jump into Fix a Sack. Remember, you can email them my Xbox and me podcast@gmail.com or hit us up in the Discord or the YouTube comments. I want more questions in the YouTube comments. Please ask your questions there. Also, just feedback, emojis, just comment, please. I beg. If you're watching this, just comment. I beg. All right. Anyway, let's move on. Odozo says, with the enormous success GTA 5 was, and the stellar success GTA 6 is heading to be, what would you like to see added into GTA 6 that wasn't in 5? Removed removed from all the GTA altogether. Oh, sorry. What would you like to see removed from GTA altogether? This could be anything from gameplay mechanics to vehicles to pretty much anything you like.
My one's very easy.
Go.
I have 2 wants.
Really?
One of them, get rid of tap A to run. I think it's dumb. I think it sucks. I think it's an ass mechanic in any game that has it. I hate it in all games that decide to do the tap A to run. I think it's a shitty gameplay mechanic. And 2, fix the shooting. I say fix, but it's not really broken, but I want it changed. I don't think it will, but those are my 2 wants. Those are the 2 things that if GTA 6, if all the stuff that was leaked, if none of that stuff was leaked, and those were the 2 changes I got, I'd be happy with GTA 6.
Yeah, I think my big one would be
the shooting. I'm with you.
The shooting, yeah. I think like we live in a world of like millions of competent shooters out there. Like you could easily hire someone to make the shooting good in that game. Especially with the focus
problem
on
is it is good to the people that like it. That's the problem.
Yeah,
so
man.
we're on the side of people who hate it. There is literally an esports World Cup for GTA GTA Arena shooting.
Well, they're idiots.
So
they're wrong.
You know?
But
they are idiots, but that's not what
we've talked about it with Halo and with Gears of War. Sometimes shitty mechanics just need to get changed to make a better, more modern product. But I think GTA shooting is very like synonymous with the game. That it is a hard thing.
Do you like Red Dead shooting?
No, I don't. I don't think Red Dead
that's what it's going to be.
Yeah. It's better.
Oh, I agree.
don't think
it's better,
but that's what
it's
it's going to be.
Yeah. It's better, but it's not great.
It's just going to be an iteration of that, though, isn't it? That is literally what GTA 6 shooting is going to be. It's going to be a more improved version of that.
That mechanic also just lends itself to being upgraded off of like a shooting skill or something like that. If like the way they're going with you upgrading it like that just it gives a lot of room for that system for them as well. So I don't think it'll change either.
I would love them to. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. They're not showing it, but like the whole switching between characters. I'd like them to remove the wait time on that.
We've seen nothing. That will happen anyway because it'll be running on a SSD now, right?
True.
Got to remember when GTA came out, it was Xbox 360.
Yeah. I would like the ability to actually bump into other characters, like your other character. Like you didn't really get that in GTA 5. Like when you switch characters, you kind of like jumped halfway across the map to them doing something random. There was never a kind of like I don't think there was a time where you could like be Franklin and walk into Michael's house and Michael would be there.
Could you not?
Yeah.
No, you might be right.
I would love that as an ability.
But you see him walk off, don't you?
Yeah, I'd love there to be an ability for them to like have their own like AI, like not like Gen AI, but like have their own like NPC AI and like actually interact with you.
Interesting.
The ability to do missions together like that, I think would be interesting. Like not like main story missions, but like just like go off and play sports together. Like do a duo team of tennis or something. 2v2 basketball.
Huh. I would be surprised if they don't do something like that. I don't know necessarily about like running into them, but like having 2v2 basketball with the computer, I'd be a little surprised they don't do that. Yeah.
You go in the strip club as Lucia and Jason's just sat there. You're like,
Hey, that's specifically the thing I'm thinking of, like having those funny, interesting, interactive moments where it's like you walk in on your partner doing something stupid or not good.
I think the problem with that, like when I'm looking at it like as a structure of a whole game, is just if that happens enough and it doesn't interact with the narrative, it creates an issue. Or how do you make that like fit the narrative and stuff like that? I think there are like narrative and world issues. I do think I think it would be cool as just like a gameplay thing to see them. I just think there are some overhead problems with it.
Oh, for sure there is, but like that's why they get paid the big bucks at Rockstar.
For sure.
Figure that bad boy out.
Figure that shit out.
Mine's actually GTA Online. I'd love it to be more grounded. Like I hate it when it gets to like the
flying DeLoreans,
flying cars and flying motorcycles, and if I could just remove all of that, that would be probably the number one thing I would remove. I want it to. I do again, maybe because I play a lot of roleplay, but like I like it when it feels like a real breathing world, more than just children keep shooting me. The other thing, it's not a request it's a must is like make it easier to make a solo online server, which I think they will for GTA Online. Like it used to be so cumbersome to like just get a lobby for just you and your friends. It used to be so dumb. Like the amount of stuff you have to do in the map, like you have to do in the menus just to get there was just stupid.
Yeah,
like,
I want going into GTA multiplayer in general to not be as tedious as it was in GTA 5 originally. Or I even say originally, but a lot of
menu on the menu at the start.
Yeah, it was just.
Well, yeah. Although the fact that you'd use the character switch wheel, and then it would be like, "Are you sure you want to leave at this point? Have you saved? You have to jump out." Then it jumps in. It's just like all that stuff. Yeah, make it simple. Make it seamless.
Well, stuff's going to load so much quicker now, though.
Yeah, wait till it gets to PC. Oh.
Hopefully.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah. But those are some things. Great question, though, Dozo. Next one comes from Stead. Do you have any glaring gaps in your gaming history? So, for example, I've never played Metal Gear or Kojima. Damn, you should play Metal Gear Solid 2. Sounds lively. When watching an event or a trailer for games, is there anything that you will immediately make you pay attention? Oh, wait, it's a separate question. Okay, sorry. Let's do the first question. So a gap. I've got some that comes to mind instantly. BioShock, Skyrim. Those are two huge games that I feel like people have so much love for. And again, I tried to play Skyrim and BioShock. I did a Let's Play series back in the day called like Critically Acclaimed Games, where I played at the first beginning of these games, right? And it just doesn't hit the same when you're not in the same moment as everybody else. I remember everyone loving BioShock and it just never really got me ever.
Yeah, so I went back and played BioShock, like because I was like you, like I missed it, but I played it because they did the remastered collection on PC, and I played one on there, and that game still hits for me.
It's really good.
Oh, I bet.
If you played it with
me, those are the two.
Have a fun experience playing through that.
I just don't care.
Yeah, that's the big problem with it.
Yeah, it's too
like. It may again. I keep thinking about retirement a lot, Crush. I'll be honest, a lot. I'm nowhere near there, but like, there's gonna. But hopefully, I make it to the old age of retirement, and I think my retirement is going to be a whale of a time. Other than
like all the games that you skipped,
keep up with these chairs. Yeah, it's like just go to my Steam. Hopefully, Steam's still about. Go to my Steam, and I'm just like.
What games have I not played?
Where's BioShock? Where's BioShock? It's time to fuck you. I'll be pregnant this year. But yeah, like there's that. What else is there? There's a lot. Persona, I think, is a huge one. Having owned the game on multiple devices multiple times, but just never. Stead knows very much that I said I would beat Persona 5 and just never did.
Game Pass now.
I've got it. I own the game. I've got it physically. Like Persona 4 Golden on VR, and just there's so many games that are in my gap of history. Not like you though. Like I could never be like Metal Gear. That's just crazy, personally. But
can't skip Metal Gear.
Each their own, I guess.
I think sports games specifically are just like an entire gap of a genre that I've missed completely. Like they just never really spoke to me. I've never played any of the NBAs. I've dabbled with a couple of FIFAs, but like I never like played them longer than like a session. Racing games are probably the only one I would class as a sport, but even so, like I don't think it's quite the same. But those are the only ones I really play. But just like sports games in general, just a genre that I skip. Mainly because they're like I just don't like predatory things in games, and they are the most prevalent of them all.
I mean, the older ones aren't.
No, the older ones. Yeah. I mean, we talked about like my love of Sensible Soccer back in the day when you called me out for choosing it as a guess that game.
Even the older NBA 2K games aren't really that.
But that's what I mean. Like, but nowadays, like I'm not going to go back to them and play them.
Yeah.
Like, and again, WWE games, like I love WWE, but like I don't really play their games.
Games used to be so good way back when.
No. Yeah.
The THQ games there's nothing that beats the THQ games. Like those games, those Road to WrestleManias. Like, no, you can go back older. There are better wrestling games, but like the THQ Road to WrestleManias used to be a highlight of my day.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Next question, which is part of this one. When watching an event or a trailer for games, is there anything that will immediately make you pay attention or stop paying attention? For example, if I'm watching a trailer and they say Souls-like or deck builder, I've immediately tuned out.
It's because you're a hater. Hating ass hater.
Space.
Sports.
If I see some space. Sports, that's a good one. If
Sports.
I see a ball in any way.
Oh yeah, I don't want to see no balls.
Unless they come in pairs, I don't want to see a ball.
I think RTS for me, and that's not even. I think there's some RTS games out there that I love. I just don't think they show well. I think Anno, like I said, I played Anno for UB and loved it. Absolutely loved my time with that game. But I just don't think those games show well ever.
That's fair. I think my favorite experience of seeing those games is when like it's a trailer that doesn't even focus on the gameplay and here's the thematic experience you're gonna go through, not like the actual gameplay. They don't show well. I agree with that.
Like you're right though, deck builders as well. Anything with cards, I think I do sort of like, oh, okay, I don't care. It's weird with Souls-like because I am fed up with Souls-likes, I will say in trailers, but they do always show well.
Yeah.
Like, it's always the big monster versus the little person and, hitting a glorious parry or something. Like, I can sit there and be like, oh, this looks sick, every time.
I hate playing it, but it looks good.
I'll say
hate every minute of it.
a lot of games that get shown also get thrown into the Souls-like category, even if they're not a Souls-like. Because it's like a small guy wearing knight armor fighting big monster. It's a Souls-like by default, even if it isn't, right? So that one's a little hard to avoid because what evokes the feeling of Souls-like, right?
Versus thinking hard.
I can't think of anything other than just generally like space. Space is always something that just sort of like makes me pause for a moment, and I have to see more if it pulls me back in. But it is something that'll always like sort of push me out a bit.
I feel like AA and indie space, and again, I don't like space, so take what I said with a pinch of salt here. But like AA and indie space games never seem to show well. Like at least Starfield, I looked at that and was like, huh,
pretty,
maybe. Like Directive 8020, I'm like, maybe. But like anytime I see like a AA to indie space game, I'm like, yeah.
You're not feeling No Man's Sky.
It just doesn't. No Man's Sky did nothing for me ever. It never has, never will. I don't think. It's just not a me game.
That's
not
fine.
even in my retirement that I'm planning.
Are you excited for the new one when that comes out? I can't remember what they called it now. The new Hello Games thing. It's the one where it's like it's more of a fantasy world, but it's just like one world.
What is it called? I want to know what that game's called.
Good question.
Hello Games. The next game, Light No Fire.
That's the one. Thank you. Yes. Light No Fire.
When I see more, I'll be excited.
Yeah. I hope to maybe.
Fix also, like, to be fair to Fix also isn't like. He doesn't dislike fantasy as much as he dislikes space.
No.
Fix also isn't like really
That's
big
facts.
fancy either. So
That's true. You get to ride a dragon though.
Big facts.
Or a big bird.
Cool.
Pretend it's a chocobo and you're playing Final Fantasy 7 again.
Cool. I might.
there will be a mod.
I can just be.
There will be a mod at some point.
I could go do a chocobo, man. Let me get on my chocobo. Last question comes from Ken Doyle, and he's talking about GTA here. Do the leaks spoil the game? Are people aware of dodgy torrents that can still Steam credentials? Thank you, credentials. Apologies. Do the leaks spoil the game? Yes. Yeah, they do. They spoil the game 100%.
Stows part of my excitement for it, but it's, yeah.
It doesn't. Yeah, exactly. I agree with you fully there. I am more excited to see Grand Theft Auto. I am more excited to see the gameplay on Wednesday. I think it's Wednesday or Thursday, whenever it is that it comes out. Does it spoil the game? Yeah, it does. Of course, I would love to have, learned these things via the trailers in a polished way. 100%.
Also,
but we just live in such a different culture today now. Like we put it this way. So just behind the curtain here, we literally spoke before the podcast on whether we would talk about the spoilers of GTA. But we live in such a weird world now. At least we waited till Sunday. Like we didn't do an emergency, my Xbox and me video and break down everything, and like, which I'm sure every YouTuber ever is doing to get their ad revenue and to get their views, which I don't blame anybody. I do not blame anybody, but
game is the game.
That's just not who we are at the moment. But yeah, does it spoil it 100%? And are people aware of the dodgy torrents? When they're idiots if they're not. If I'm being honest, like, you shouldn't be downloading. Don't download anything. Like, if you're trying to download a build of GTA 6, like, you're an idiot. Like, I'm sorry, you're an idiot, and you deserve to be treated like an idiot if that is the case. Like, come on, like, one guy has this, or a group of whatever individuals. Like, just if you want to watch the leaks, more power to you. I do not begrudge that at all. It's out there, enjoy it, but also support the things you care about. That's always my thing. It sucks that this guy that stole something is getting attention and notoriety, money, all of this stuff. And then you've got this, indie dev person who's working hard on their game that will get no attention. Like, we give attention and power and money to the wrong people. Always. So just keep supporting the things you care about. But you're not an evil person or anything if you want to see the leaks and you're excited. I know I did. I was scrolling Reddit non-stop until they started coming full cutscenes. As soon as cutscenes came involved, I was like, nope, I'm out. Nope, don't want to see anything. I'm done now. Like, I've seen that there's a petrol gauge. I'm excited. Like, like
the Lord of a crash. Yeah, you're good.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, I was right. I didn't even go into much. I was going to, but I thought Chris has already had a hard time out here. He's got that face.
Fat ass. He said at the beginning, right?
Good callback. What about you guys? Does it spoil the game for you?
No, not massive. Like I say, as you said, like, if it was story stuff, then yeah, and I'm avoiding that like the plague. And again, like I say, I'm just excited to see news about the game. It's, for me, again, as we were saying when we were talking about the leaks right at the beginning, like, it spoils it for. I just feel bad for the developers more than anything else. I am not less or more excited about the game knowing what's in these leaks. I mean, it's more GTA with more in-depth stuff, like, next gen GTA. Cool, great. I'm excited for that. But yeah, I'm just sad that the devs didn't get to show it off as much as they wanted to.
I think it spoils it. But I think you also have to realize the time we live in of everything being a YouTube short, and people will actively go to spoil themselves on game mechanics to learn how to do it as good as possible right away. So for me, it's it spoils it because it spoils the exploration, the finding out stuff, and all these things. Because we're talking about the trailer that's going to come out in August. We don't know if everything that's leaked is even going to be in that trailer. We don't know how much of it's going to be in that trailer, right? Mm-hmm. So it definitely spoils stuff, but I think the industry as a whole is very desensitized to spoiling for the most part, where it really is, like Despawn mentioned, mostly just the developers I feel for as far as the spoiling goes, because I don't think gamers today really rate spoils either way. They don't really, most of them aren't bothered by it, and the people who are bothered a lot of times are bothered performatively, and the people who cheer it on generally cheer it on performatively as well a lot of times, unfortunately.
You know what, Chris? You said something, right? And you're 100% right. We do live in a wild time, right? It's like, new game comes out. Yo, I need to know how to get the best sword in video game. Nah.
You know where my mind went to right away? Your stupid lemon video for
Arc Raiders. Yeah.
Arc Raiders. And I'm like, yeah, people want those. People want to spoil those experiences instead of genuinely finding it.
I mean, yeah, a prime example again, one of our best performing shots is me telling you how to get secret weapons in Grounded 2. Game that's not even officially out and in 1.0 yet, and it's just I need to know where the secret things are.
It's also this really interesting thing of you used to have secrets like that secret weapon in older games, older Fallouts and stuff, but to find it was its own adventure of going into forums and scrolling through. Now it's just you look it in and you'll find a video that tells you there in 5 seconds, and then you forget the video and you don't remember that experience. So it's a lot of stuff. I guess people have always enjoyed spoiling stuff for them, but I think that journey is also neutered in a lot of ways.
I think I remember the best experience I had of spoiling stuff for me was me and Haley played through the CSI games, and we found a game fact guide of someone who had wrote it all out, had to get like the 1000G achievements without missing achievements, but he wrote it in such a witty way where it was like a full on, like, he was like, and now you're gonna, mix the blood, blah, 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 blah. But like, he was giving us like a story along the way of like, hey, make sure you don't do da, da, da. And I was like, this is such a cool way of like playing a game like that. It was kind of like a guide nowadays, which you'd probably watch with YouTube, which I'm sure people do. They find their favorite YouTuber and who does guides and he's witty and stuff like that. But yeah, you're right. It was a process to find that. Now it's go to TikTok, how to get XYZ. There it is.
12-second
like before the game's even come out.
Yeah.
The game's not even out yet. Embargo's just lifted, and there's all the information on
there
the
are people who get
there.
early access, and the only thing they focus on is not even like experience the game. It is like, let me make as many guides as I can for the day it comes out, that I have videos to put up every hour or whatever.
Yep.
Yep. It's what it is, man. We live in a different world.
Game
we
is
live
the game.
in a different world. Game is the game. Let's plug. Get yourself out of here. D-Spawn, what are you plugging this week, my dude?
Let's plug Instagram. Specifically Games Radars. They're still letting me make videos where I can show my face, which is weird. Just why they're doing this, I do not know. But yeah, another video went out literally maybe an hour before we started recording. More of my indie shenanigans. So I've started a new series over there where I'm showing off upcoming indie games and telling you whether you should check them out. You should. They're all cool. Indie games are cool. But what's more cool is liking, commenting, telling people that you want to see more of these videos. Because, the powers that be will stop me at some point. But until then, I'm going to keep making them. I know you do. I see you. I see you, baby.
I do. I'm the biggest cheerleader for my friends. All right? Always have been, always will be.
Respect.
Not Crash, because he doesn't do anything.
He doesn't do anything
anymore.
online. No, it's fine.
Crash, what are you to plug?
Don't do it.
This Tuesday, we're doing opening night live.
Oh, nice.
A reaction. Make sure to come by, watch along with us. It'll be a good time. I'm actually looking forward to opening night live this week. I think it'll be a good one.
I hope you're ready for it to just be seeing more stuff that we've already seen.
And then one.
I'm not expecting anything to be announced big. If you remember last opening night live, same thing happened.
You're right.
There was a lot more updates on.
Yeah. Which, to be fair, there's a lot of games that I'd like to know more about. Which isn't a bad thing.
We already know more Gears, more Witcher, more. There's a big list of games already confirmed. That's why I know full well. I wouldn't expect. Too much. Like, I mean, Jeff. I'll check real quick. I'm pretty sure Jeff tweeted it out.
Well, we know that Xbox are at Gamescom, so you imagine if they're going to show anything, it'll be around that.
Here we go. Game set for opening night live on Tuesday. The Witcher 3, Songs of the Past, Final Fantasy Revelation, Gears of War E-Day, Anatar, I think I said that right. Tides of Analia, Metroid 2039, Game of Thrones, War of Westeros, Warlock Dungeons and Dragons. That's what's already
that game's still live.
Confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Warlock.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm more excited about Tides of Annihilation.
Oh, what was that?
Tides of Annihilation.
Oh, we know, man. We've already seen that game so much.
So have you seen the latest?
Yes.
Yeah, have you seen the latest news on it?
The Resident Evil actor. That?
No, I think that game's going to be amazing. That's so weird. I don't think we've seen enough of that game.
No, I don't think we have at all.
I think that game has potential to be a second Expedition 33.
Cool combat.
I think like when you look at that game, it seems very creative. It seems to have an interesting story. It seems to know how to do the mix of cinematic experience with the gameplay experience. I think that has like a lot of the same elements that made Expedition 33 such a fun experience for people the first time they played it. Now, if they nail it, I don't know if they'll nail it, but I do think they have like the formula of the basis of everything they need for that game to be a major hit.
Great.
We'll see. We'll see. I don't think you're wrong, but we'll see.
Well, you'll be able to tell us because it's playable at Gamescom.
Do you think I'm queuing up to play that? You got no chance, mate. I'm gonna tell you that straight. I've got a lot of bookings right now.
Okay.
Maybe
at the time,
if it's in front of me and the queue isn't crazy. I know everyone keeps telling me Gamescom's going to be crazy.
It is.
All I keep hearing is like, I hope you're ready. Like the show floor on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, or whatever it is. Don't go on it. Don't go out there. Don't do it. It's like, apparently it's like shoulder to shoulder, just disgustingness.
Yeah, I went 2 years ago.
So,
would not recommend.
See? Apparently it's the biggest one as well. Apparently it's sold out and they're looking for a bigger venue for next year.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
So should be interesting. I'm excited, man. It's the first time I've been excited for a games convention in many, many, many years. So looking forward to it indeed. All right. Let's get the hell out of it. What have I got to plug? I haven't really got much. I'll be honest. My Boots Out channel, MC Fixer Finds. Yeah, I've been going Boots House, but I haven't actually uploaded in a month. Been come back off holiday, got out of routine. Yeah, it's not good. Don't get out of routine, people. You know they say like it takes like 6 weeks to create a habit, and then you can break it within a week.
Mm-hmm.
That really is my holiday. Like 1 week of not uploading and not doing something. Like, don't ever let me not do this podcast, because once it's 1 week, it's done. I'm not coming back.
I'm not like, the only reason I've stuck to it this long is because I don't miss a week.
You can't. I think as soon as you miss a week in something like this, done.
I look at Matt.
Done.
Missed 1 week.
Check it out.
He's been gone for a year. We miss you, Matt.
Matt's hilarious. I love him. I love Matt. All right, boys. In a bit. Until next time. Love you. Leave it. See you later. Good boy.